In the midst of our senior recognition of golf and cross country, do apologize, a little late to the party, missed a couple of them, but we'll turn it over to the public address announcer and hear the rest of our senior night for the final time here of the fall sports here for Spring Hill High School.
Where she plans to study nutrition. Broncos, be sure to give Iomi a good luck shout out as she will be playing in state golf next week in Hutchinson. Iomi Paulson. Congratulations to these senior members of Bronco Golf. Next, we're going to introduce our Bronco Cross Country seniors. First up, Alyssa Anderson. Alyssa is a 4-year member of the cross country team and a 3-time state qualifier. She has been a member of the FFA and the Bronco basketball, softball, track, and wrestling teams. After graduation, Alyssa plans to enlist in the United States Air Force. Her parents, Jennifer and James Anderson, are with her tonight. Alyssa Anderson. Morgan Bruckner. Morgan is the daughter of Lori and Andrew Bruckner. She is a 3-year member of Bronco Cross Country. Morgan is an honor roll student and has been involved in FFA, the Environmental Club, and is a Links leader. Although undecided on a college of choice, Morgan plans to attend college and major in sociology and environmental studies. Morgan Bruckner. Anthony Casinas. Anthony is a 4-year member of Bronco Cross Country, is an honor roll student, and has been involved in debate and choir, is a Links leader, and after graduation, he plans to attend Kansas State University, where he will major in medical laboratory sciences or education. Anthony is being accompanied tonight by his parents, Mary and Ulysses Casinas. Anthony Casinas. Cale Niddle. Cale is the son of Colette and Randy Niddle. He is a 4-year member of Bronco Cross Country, is a member of the track team, is an honor roll student, has participated in Scholars Bowl and PALS, and is a member of the National Honor Society. Although undecided on a college of choice, Cale would like to earn a degree in geology. Cale Niddle. Vienna Lehner. Vienna is a 4-year member of Bronco Cross Country, is a 3-time state qualifier, and is an honor roll student. After graduation, Vienna plans to run cross country and track at Adams State University, where she will major in pre-medicine. She is the daughter of Andra and Peter Lehner, who are with her tonight. Vienna Lehner. Rebecca McCray. Rebecca is an honor roll student, has been a member of PALS, the Book Club, Scholars Bowl. She is a Links leader, plays the flute in the Bronco Band, and is a member of the National Honor Society. She is also a 4-year member of Bronco Cross Country. After graduation, Rebecca is interested in attending either the University of Nebraska or Washburn University, where she plans to dual major in chemistry and forensic science. Her parents, Beth and David McCray, are with her tonight. Rebecca McCray. Molly Murray. Molly is a 4-year member of Bronco Cross Country and a 2-time state qualifier. She is an honor roll student, has been involved in orchestra, and is a member of the basketball and soccer teams. Molly's plans for after graduation are currently undecided, but she would like to continue her soccer career at the collegiate level. Molly is the daughter of Jenny Murray. Molly Murray. Blake Norman. Blake is the son of Julie and Brad Norman. He is a 4-year member of the Bronco Cross Country team. Blake has been involved with the FFA and the track team. After graduation, Blake plans to attend a firefighters academy where he will train to be a firefighter. Blake Norman. Sadie Shannon. Sadie is a 4-year member of Bronco Cross Country and is a state qualifier. She is an honor roll student and a member of the track team. After graduation, Sadie plans to attend Johnson County Community College, where she plans to major in sociology. Sadie is the daughter of Brian Shannon, who is with her tonight. Sadie Shannon. Braden Stillmaker. Braden is the son of Jody and Ken Stillmaker. He is a 4-year member of Bronco Cross Country, is a band section leader, and a 4.0 honor roll student. And don't forget, he's your reigning 2021 Homecoming King. Although undecided on a college of choice, Braden plans to major in physics with a goal of earning a doctorate in theoretical physics. Braden Stillmaker. Congratulations to all of our cross-country seniors, and a big shout out to the team for doing great yesterday at the league meet, where the boys team took first place and the girls team placed third. We're going to go next on to our Bronco tennis seniors. We have several girls who were unable to be here tonight, so we want to give a quick shout out to tennis seniors Sydney Ballinger, Jenna Clark, and Annalise Whitesey. Emily Andrew. Emily is a 2-year member of Bronco Cross Country. Excuse me, that should be Bronco Tennis. She is an honor roll student, is a member of Lynx, and is earning her CNA. After graduation, Emily plans to attend Johnson County Community College to begin her nursing studies. She plans to become a labor and delivery nurse. Emily is the daughter of Kathy and Chad Andrew. Emily Andrew. Jenna Clark. Jenna is a 3-year member of Bronco Tennis. Oh, should be Kerrigan. Jenna's not here. Kerrigan Clooney. Sorry about that. Kerrigan is the daughter of Autumn and Kevin Clooney. She is a 4-year member of Bronco Tennis. Kerrigan is an honor roll student, a member of Stuco, FCA, Hype Squad, Volunteer Club, and is a Lynx leader. After graduation, Kerrigan plans to attend either the University of Arkansas or Kansas State University, where she plans to earn a Bachelor of Science and study nursing. Kerrigan Clooney. Tessa Dawson. Tessa is the daughter of Jeanette and Tyler Dawson. She is a 4-year member of Bronco Tennis, is an honor roll student, a member of the Volunteer Club, and is a Lynx leader. Although undecided on a college of choice, Tessa plans to attend a 4-year university to pursue a degree in nursing. Tessa Dawson. Claire Duncan. Claire is a 4-year member of Bronco Tennis. She is an honor roll student, is a Lynx leader, and has been involved with the 0 Reasons Why project. After graduation, Claire plans to start her studies in art and animation at Johnson County Community College. She is the daughter of Brandy and Jason Duncan, who are with her tonight. Claire Duncan. Olivia Kachawa. Olivia is the daughter of Maria and Marek Maswan from Poland. Her host parents, Jen and Dan LeBlanc, are with her tonight. Olivia says that one of her favorite activities since arriving in the States has been attending a K-State football game. Go Cats! She has also enjoyed playing tennis and her Spanish class with Mrs. Oxner. When she returns home, Olivia will be finished her high school classes, where she will be focusing on languages, both English and Spanish, and math, before attending university. Olivia Kachawa. Chelsea Kirk. Chelsea is the daughter of Daniel Kirk. She is a 4-year member of the Bronco tennis team, is an honor roll student, and has been a member of the basketball team. Chelsea's plans for after graduation are currently undecided. Chelsea Kirk. Next up, we have Zaria Navratil and Tizzy Gonzalo. Zaria is a 3-year member of Bronco Tennis. She is an honor roll student, plays in the orchestra, and is a member of the FCA. Although undecided on a college of choice, Zaria would like to earn a degree in Spanish secondary education. Her parents, Kathleen and Mark Navratil, are with her tonight. Zaria Navratil. Tizzy Gonzalo. Tizzy joins Bronco Tennis as an exchange student from Germany. She is the daughter of Augustina and Fabian Gonzalo, and her host parents are Kathleen and Mark Navratil. Tizzy's favorite memory so far this year has been attending a Chiefs game. Her favorite class at Spring Hill High School is American History with Coach Madeline. When she returns home to Germany, Tizzy would like to enter a Study Europe program where she will attend university at a different college every semester. Tizzy Gonzalo. Kaylee Oakes. Kaylee is the daughter of Christy Kennett and James Oakes. She is an honor roll student, has participated in PALS, and is a Lynx leader. Kaylee is currently undecided on a college of choice, but is considering several different fields of study. Kaylee Oakes. Grayson Roberts. Grayson is the daughter of Tina and Jonathan Roberts. She is a 4-year member of Bronco Tennis and is a captain of the cheer squad. Grayson has been involved in SPUB for 3 years and is currently serving as the editor-in-chief of the yearbook. She is a member of Quill and Scroll and the National Honor Society. After graduation, Grayson plans to attend the University of Nebraska, where she will be majoring in communication sciences and disorders on her path to becoming a speech pathologist. Oh, and her brother Jackson is with her as well. Grayson Roberts. Last but not least, we have Aubriana Shetler. Aubriana is a 3-year member of Bronco Tennis. She is an honor roll student, a member of Student Council, SPUB, the Hype Squad, the Volunteer Club, and is a Lynx leader. Although she is currently undecided on a college of choice, Aubriana would like to study architectural interior design. Her parents, Lindsay and Andy Shetler, are with her tonight. Aubriana Shetler. Congratulations to all of our seniors tonight. Everyone,
there you go, senior night here for some of those fall sports like tennis and cross country and golf. A couple of observations, Matt. Few. First, these kids have their life figured out way more than I did at that age.
Oh, they sure
there was
do.
a theoretical physicist in there. There was speech pathologists in there, nurses, I think a couple doctors. I don't know. Pretty awesome there, and good support from their parents, everything. Always happy to bring that to you. And we'll step away to a quick break. We come back, we'll kick off the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show and Spring Hill High School football as the Broncos take on the Kansas City Piper Pirates tonight here on Spring Hill Sports Live. The following is a presentation of Spring Hill Sports Live. It's time for Spring Hill High School Athletics on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by Cedar Lake Village, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Elliott Group, Hers Incorporated, J&T Auto Service, Libby Clark at Allstate Insurance, Perfect Detail Salon, Price Chopper, Farm Bureau Financial Services Michael Grant Agency, Scott Electric, Prime Accounting Solutions, Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, Seats Incorporated, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Spring Hill Recreation Commission, Tony Sidoti Agency Farmers Insurance, Spring Hill Fitness,
and Whitesell Optometry Vision Source.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time for the Broncos, right here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
And welcome back in, everyone, as we get set for this Frontier League Championship here at Spring Hill High School as the 6-0, number 5, up to the at least number 2, even in some rankings of Spring Hill Broncos, taking on the 4-2 Kansas City Piper Pirates. BJ Harris along with you, alongside me, Matt Jones, Caden Carbajo, as we do get ready for this one. As again, is the City Piper Pirates. The Pirates coming off a good win over Paola a loss last week to Paola, one that kind of surprised a few people, 24-19. One that Paola kind of up and down a little bit this year, but Piper rolling just a little bit. Their only loss coming to a pretty good Leavenworth team, and only by 2 points. Before that, they had rolled Ottawa, Eudora. Hadn't really played a real tough schedule. Lewisburg probably their best one on there, and then go to Paola and fall to the Panthers. Obviously, they're always well coached down there. I'm sure that was a dandy of a ball game. And so a couple of schools of thoughts as they come into this one, whether they're licking their wounds or ready to get back on the right foot. Their leader was Blake Porter against Paola, 9 of 16 passing, 267 yards and 1 pick. He also had 13 carries for just 8 yards, so not a real test right there. Their stud is Logan Laddish, but he did not play last week. Not exactly sure what the situation is there. We'll see if that is a factor in this one. Of course, the Broncos coming over a good overtime win over Tongi last week, one where it was kind of back and forth a little bit. Tongi had full control at times, but so did the Broncos. But late, Broncos able to stop Tonganoxi's offense one time. That's what they needed to do, and then able to tie that ball game up. It goes to overtime. We thought overtime would favor Tonganoxie a little bit. Talking to Coach Feedback, I didn't mention this to you. I was talking about it. They made a shift in overtime, kind of overloaded one side. He said if they would have ran it the other direction, it wouldn't have gone well. But they ran it into the strength of the defense. They hold. 3 plays later, when the Broncos get the ball, Draven Pipkin punches it in, and he really came on strong in the fourth quarter like big backs do. Just overall, big win and a gut check time for the Broncos.
Absolutely. I think it was an important game to know that they can win a close one and be behind and come back. And they had a gut check, and that's what good teams need.
There was times in that game where everybody was stalled out, lots of punts, and the offense for the Broncos wasn't doing what we saw them do the week before. But I suspect more of that tonight here in this home contest. Again, Fletcher Pankey in that game, 17 of 26, 184 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. He had 13 carries for just 4 yards. Draven Pipkin, kind of a workhorse, didn't get going a lot on the yards, but 18 carries. He was there to kind of pound it in the middle and allow those things to be open on the edge. He did have that game-winning touchdown as well in overtime. Zach Knowlton, just the numbers he puts up across the board, 9 carries for 65 yards, 7 catches for 97 yards and a touchdown. Carter Meade had a good game too, very poignant game, and obviously probably the biggest game of the play of the game was the kick return for a touchdown to even things back up. If that doesn't happen, there's probably not enough time in that game to come back and tie that, but he takes it back to the house. He had 7 catches for 48 yards. He also had 8 tackles in that game. And Austin Rivers, man, dude has had double-digit tackles in every game. He had 16 last week, including 14 solo tackles. Just playing lights out, number 21. Watch him on the screen here tonight against the Pirates. That's the scene from things here in Spring Hill. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll kick off more. We've got your area matchup, keys to the game, and starting lineups here on the Comfort Designs pregame show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Wonderful rendition of the national anthem by the Spring Hill Marching Band. We'll see them at halftime on the Michael Grant Halftime Show. Right now, we are in the midst of the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Locally owned and operated for more than 20 years, Comfort Design is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or give them a call at 913-592-4453. Full disclosure, before I left here, kicked it over on heat.
Ooh.
I was refused to go into a cold house. The girls aren't there. They always want to keep it super cold. I'm saying I'm going to go warm tonight. I'm going to sleep real good.
I think our windows are open.
You're nuts.
Not for long.
I'm a big wimp. And, of course, we are watching Spring Hill Sports Live, which is presented by Strode Orthodontics, specializing in creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and the staff at Strode Orthodontics is experienced, highly trained, and fully licensed orthodontic specialists with decades of combined experience in the orthodontic field with locations in Spring Hill, Olathe, and Overland Park. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. So much excitement right now around Bronco Nation. 6-0 on the season, climbing in those rankings, earning a little bit of respect each week when they beat Bonner, handily, beat DeSoto, pretty handily, except for maybe a slump in the second half, and then win in overtime against Tonganoxie. I think you know what you got here going into week number 7 with the Broncos, and now you just put it together against yet another good opponent here in the Frontier League.
Absolutely. I think the key is, you've got 2 regular season games left. Right now, you're looking to clean things up, make sure you're clean, get rid of those mistakes. They had a few mistakes last week that probably kept Tonganoxie in it. So, get rid of the penalties, get rid of the turnovers, and just come out and, do what got them here.
So oftentimes when you've got all the pressure in that game last week was on Spring Hill. There was no real pressure on Tonganoxie going late. So not only are you behind, really the second half was probably in favor of Tonganoxie, but you come back and you get the win. Hopefully that propels them into this matchup with Casey Piper that's coming in. Again, we expected this to be a 5-1, 6-0 matchup for the Frontier League. It still is a Frontier League matchup. However, they did get a loss in the conference, so Spring Hill really can't afford to lose one game, but they don't want to. They win here, they pretty much get a full outright Frontier League championship, and I don't know if that's a factor here in their heads, but it's certainly something on the line here in this game. Let's take a look at the area matchups brought to you by Apex Massage Therapy. Massage isn't just a luxury. It's a way of a happier, healthier life. Kylie at Apex Massage Therapy knows your aches and pains may be the same as others, but your treatment plan doesn't have to be. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-575-1079. Apex Massage Therapy, 913-575-1079. What do you got?
First of all, last week we were talking earlier that a total points record was set for the state of Kansas with 204 points in an 8-man game between Marmaton Valley and Oswego. Marmaton Valley actually scored with 6 seconds left to make it 106-98. Wow.
Yeah, that's. I hope that doesn't happen tonight. I pray that doesn't happen tonight.
We'll be busy.
I don't think that'll happen.
So Frontier games, keep an eye on Eudora. 3-3 is at Paola. Tonganoxie is at Bonner. Santa Fe Trail is heading to Baldwin. Lewisburg is at Ottawa. Some local games in the metro area. Mill Valley, who is currently ranked number 2 in 5A, they are at Olathe East. Leavenworth is at DeSoto, and Blue Valley Northwest, who is the number 2 team in 6A, is at St. Thomas Aquinas. Also throughout the state, Mays, number 4 in 5A, is at number 1 Derby in 6A. And finally, Iola at the Girard Trojans, who are 5-0.
6-0.
6-0.
And, 6-0, and going for 7-0 here tonight, and a chance to win their district title. But I think probably the matchup of the night in the state of Kansas is that Mays and Derby game. That'd be a good one to be at, certainly as well. We'll keep an eye on some of those games as we go throughout the night, so you can kind of stick right with us all evening long. We do have some of those games going on across our network. If you want to slide over, watch Tongi at Bonner. You can watch Baldwin hosts Santa Fe Trail. Baldwin trying to get a win on the year. This is a good opportunity for them. Next week they'll be at Osawatomie. That'll likely be a game against a couple of teams without any wins. Hopefully they can get on the right side of things. And then Lewisburg at Ottawa. We'll see how the Lewisburg Wildcats take care of things there at Ottawa. Those are our area matchups brought to you by Apex Massage Therapy. Don't forget to take advantage of our Easy Relic promotion, Easy Relic program through our partners there. If you see an awesome clip, and I tell you what, the Broncos every week have had at least a few that should be on here, and people wanting to scramble to see them again. Last week was no exception. Certainly the Carter Meade kickoff return for a touchdown was a big one. If you see something like that, text SHHS to 816-406-0051. We partner with Easy Relic. You need to go check it out. If you want to learn more, go to springhillsportslive.com/EZ, the letters EZ. And again, it's SHHS 8-406-406-0051. We're back with your starting lineups. I'm going to kick off next here on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit elliottInsuranceGroup.com.
HERS Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at HERS, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call HERS at
913-247-3530.
Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson, Prudential Financial, at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
Back out here on the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Time for our Keys to the Game, brought to you by Spring Hill Chiropractic and Acupuncture. The key to a better quality of life is making Spring Hill Chiropractic part of your health and wellness plan. Dr. Daniel Harding strives to make it as easy and affordable as possible to get the care you need for the whole family. Learn more at springhillchiropractor.com or call 913-592-3541. Do want to tell you, if you enjoy watching Spring Hill Sports Live and you sit at home and watch it in the garage or watch it at home in your living room, whatever, and you like it, we really encourage you to use these vendors, use these sponsors that support it, because they're the ones who allow this to come into your home for free. And all of them are free game, and if you do use them, please you tell them thank you for supporting us. But partner, you got anything good to enlighten our viewers? What are they paying for you to be able to give them a little insight to the key to this one? I think for the Broncos, they just got to kind of do what they've done. We said they know who they are. Now it's time to do it.
Absolutely. And I think, the thing we take away from last week, a team that's going to run right up the gut, right between the tackles, that's been one of Spring Hill's weaknesses. So they've got to clean that up. They've got to get those linebackers free so they can do what they do and make tackles.
And Austin Rivers, despite those guys kind of getting to linebackers, and you mentioned it multiple times, he's still able to get off those blocks and still able to make plays, and had 16 tackles last week. If he was kept clean, he might have had 25. But it was still a good effort all around defensively, and they battened down the hatches when they needed to and were able to get out of there with a victory. They'll have another tough one here tonight. Keys to the Game brought to you by Spring Hill Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Opening kickoff brought to you by Seats Incorporated. Kick off your new career with Seats Incorporated in Spring Hill. Seats is a leader in the manufacturing of quality seating and accessories for vehicles with competitive wages and benefits. To see all their openings or to apply online, go to seatsinc.com. Getting ready for this one, the 6-0 Spring Hill Broncos going for a Frontier League title for the first time since 1990. Those guys who graduated in 1990 would be what, approaching 50?
You'd be 5 years older than me, so yeah, 49 years old.
I hope some of you old boys are watching right now. That's what I hope. I'm in the same boat as watching. We talk a lot about Girard on here, and nobody cares, but except for you and me, and maybe Abby back home watching. But they're 6-0 for the first time since 1999, and I'm as fired up as I could be. I hope those guys win it all. I hope they go out and do it all. And if you love your school and you want to see some success and you get fired up for success, well, you got it going right now in the purple and gold. The whole town's fired up. You can't go anywhere without hearing anybody talk about it, and I love it. That's what small towns are all about.
Yeah, it's been fun.
They're going to roll out a new kicker tonight, and Otto Flock, 6'4", 200-pound senior. He's been the goalie on the soccer team. He's an exchange student from Germany, and allegedly he's got a leg cannon. I want to see it in a game before I report on what I heard, but we're going to get a chance to see it here. And so far, so good. Touchback on the opening kick. Pops off the tee a little faster than a lot of other guys, too.
He wasn't kidding.
Opening kickoff brought to you by Seats Incorporated. Our starting lineups are brought to you by our friends at American Heartland Collection. From antiques to life plants, you never know what you're going to find. To add to your own personal collection, let us spark your curiosity at America's Heartland Collection, Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5 at 305 South Webster. That defense, Mark Debiak, Casey O'Neill, Seema Tiafau, R.J. Dominic, Garrett Bauer, Noah Anderton, Austin Rivers, James Newton, Carter Mead, Zach Knowlton, Daniel Mitchell, Colin Rooney getting in there as well. Also in all that start, Nathan Jones going to start up on that defensive line for the Broncos. First drive here for Piper. Straight drop, looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. He's got a man down the wheel, sideline, a little wheel route, trying to wing it out here to the near boundary. And kind of open if they're able to drop it in there. That's a tough pass to make. It's got to be on time. And it will be a second down and 10 on the incomplete pass. Blake Porter in there at quarterback. He's a kind of do everything for them as well. He does it defensively. He's got 26 tackles on the season on that side of the ball. He'll turn, handoff, nearly loose ball. Good tackle in the hole. And that is Noah Anderson. Noah Anderson coming in to get that tackle. It'll be a gain of about 3 on the carry for the running back, Terrell Anderson. Anderson, 5'10", 185-pound junior. So a 3-yard gain on second down brings up a big third down and 7 here. First drive of this one. Flip it out. It's got his man. Made the catch. He's at the sticks. I think he's going to have the first down. He'll get a yard more than he needed. It's an 8-yard pitch and catch into Devontae Herrick-Britton. He's one of the leading receivers, 15 catches on the year for 213 yards and 4 scores as well. He's a 5'10", 168-pound senior wide receiver, and they're right back to the ball after picking up a first down. And a 8-yard reception there by Herrick-Britton. Porter sends a man in motion, fakes it to him, going to keep it himself with Porter. He'll break out a one would-be tackle. Now he is met by a host of Broncos. Casey O'Neill in there. Mark Debiak, as well as Zach Knowlton coming up. Or James Newton, rather, coming up to fill the hole. It's going to be a gain of 2 on first down.
Looks like it might have been a busted play. It appears the running back and the quarterback weren't on the same page there.
They brought a man in motion across the formation. Colin Vigil faked it to him, and even a little contact when he faked it to him. Might have thrown off the timing, but still able to get 2 yards. Wide receiver far side. They'll send Vigil in motion again. It's time the same play. And going to be stopped. Good play there. It is Nathan Jones coming in to get a hold of him the first time. He sits him down as well. Helped out by Austin Rivers as well. It'll be a gain of about 1 on the play. It'll bring up another third down and 7.
3rd and 7 for the Pirates at their own 34.
9:49 first quarter opening drive of the ball game for Piper. Piper 4-2 on the year. Straight drop, Porter flushed. Here comes Anderson, lets it fly. It is going to be a jump ball, knocked out of the air, nearly caught it.
Oh.
Was caught. It was caught.
You're kidding me.
Knowlton goes up to bat it. It kind of flips. Official comes in from the near sideline. He's got a little wobble to his head. Nope, they work it out. I think it's right. I really do. That fell right in the hands as it just lucky drop for Devontae Herrick-Britton. And that ball was up to about the 34, so 22-yard pitch and catch.
You know, Cardinal rule as a defensive back, never tip the ball up.
Yep.
Always hit it down. But he's trying to make an athletic play, and
the ball kind of hung up in there.
it did.
And I think he might have mistimed his jump just a tad. If Knowlton sees that a little earlier, he's able to probably go up and pick it.
It's probably,
Instead, it's a big play for Porter and the Pirates. Here they go. Cross midfield, lets it fly, a little RPO, and it will be in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Colin Vigil. If you're watching on screen, he'll pop out to you pretty quickly. If you look at big number 70 on that right side of the line, that is a different-looking dude. Camden Beebe. Cooper Beebe was a brother of his. He played in the Shrine Bowl. He's a starting offensive lineman at Kansas State. This kid will be too someday, I'm sure. But get a chance to see a Division I offensive lineman. If you're Mark Debiak, you're going to get to see what you're made of tonight. So far, so good for the Bronco defense. They hold strong at the line of scrimmage there. Going to be just a gain of 1 on the carry to the running back, Terrell Anderson, to bring up second down and 1. They're second down and 9, rather.
Big third down for the defense, and they've done really well so far. Piper kind of is similar to this offense that Spring Hill runs, so it's kind of complementary for them.
9th play of this drive for the Pirates, but a big third down once again. Bronco defense has forced into third. They've converted 2 of them already, have the Pirates. Trips to the far side. Herrick-Britton's number 4. He's in the slot right in the middle between those 3 wide receivers. They're going to fake, now run a reverse. Debiak's there to make him bubble. Now he's got some running room. Trying to close. There's the speed of Austin Rivers to get out there. That looked like that was going to be a home run, but those undersized linebackers can cover some ground and saved a big play there. It'll bring up 4th down.
He had a lot of green space ahead of him.
Herrick-Britton ends up, he does get the ball in his hands, doesn't get the first down. It'll be a 4th down, though, now for the Pirates, and an opportunity for the Bronco defense to get strong. Hard count. They don't jump. They kind of did, but they didn't all the way. And it will be a 4th down and 1. He'll move Anderson to his right, running Porter. He's got the first down, just straight quarterback keep. He picks up 2 when he needed 1.
Running behind your D1 recruit.
That's a pretty easy decision. All those guys are big up front. It's a huge offensive line.
It is.
I would say that's probably the biggest difference for me, coming from primarily 3A football in Southeast Kansas to 4 or 5A football, is those boys up front.
Oh, I agree. And they can move, too.
Porter, Scott, whoa, good strong hands there by Mark Debiak just to hold on to him with a little Superman for a second, spun around, but held him in place for his partners to come and get him, and holds him to a no gain on the play to bring up second down and 10.
And Debiak showing Beebe that he's not afraid. He doesn't care.
No gain on the play brings up second down and 10. Here comes Debiak again. He gets Porter, and behind him is Colin Rudy. Drops him for a huge loss. A meet me at the quarterback sandwich between Debiak and Rooney. And it's a loss of 8 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 18.
Great effort on the line.
You know what? That's not going to be seen. Casey O'Neill in the middle took a double team and pushed him back as well. And I think a little help had to come.
Yep.
And that was just an all-around D-line effort for the Broncos, and a big one backs him up. Straight drop, Porter looking. Fly over the middle. There's Mitchell to knock that one loose. And a big defensive effort there brings up 4th down. Now what do you do if you're Piper?
Well, I think you could still go for it. I mean, that's a tough one. If you punt, you're playing field position early, but it looks like they're going to go for it.
This is the 14th play of this drive, and it has taken half of the first quarter already. Oh, my goodness.
Trying some trickery here,
Trying
it looks
something.
like. I don't know if they know what they're doing, but
It started to look like a swinging gate. I haven't seen that yet this year.
Ah.
I love a good swinging gate. It's going to be a quick kick.
Yep.
He'll punt it away. Knowlton's going to fair catch it inside the 15, but the defense stands again. We've seen that time and time again for the Bronco defense where they kind of bend a little bit. There's a couple big plays there, but eventually make the stop. We saw it last week in overtime. We see it again here on the opening drive of this one. They did take a lot of time, but now the Bronco offense goes to work.
Keep in mind, their biggest play was great concentration by the receiver, but the fact that the ball fell into his hands,
right,
being tipped, I mean, there's nothing the defense had it played well.
Right.
There's nothing they could do about that. Just a freak play.
Very good point. 6:03 to go, opening quarter. Broncos' first drive of this first half of the ball game. Fletcher Pankey having a phenomenal senior season. Will take the helm, fakes it, keeps it. He's going to drive it through the middle of the defense, across the 15, up near the 16-yard line. Does not call his number all that often. Pretty effective when he does, and he'll pick up 4 on first down.
On tackle number 2, Mason Alvaro.
When he pulls the ball, when he decides to pull the ball, it's almost unequivocally the right decision, and he usually picks up, 3 or 4 yards when he does that.
His reads, that's what a senior does for you.
Oh, not paying attention. Nobody was. Busted play, and Pankey's going to make something out of nothing. And slides down a little bit short of the 20-yard line. I'm going to say it was going into that slide well before the 20, up to the 19-yard line, but still on a busted play. He literally was not paying attention at all. Lucky that snap ended up right in his belly. And they pick up 3 yards on the play to bring up a 3rd down and 3.
That's a senior. Busted play, just go. Just run. Get upfield.
Throw it on 3rd down and 3. That whole series needs to start over. As a quick 3 and out after a nearly 6-minute drive by Piper, a less than 1 minute drive by the Broncos, and now a punting situation. Due apologies go to Caleb Chandler last week. A jersey change we were not made aware of. We were as perplexed as everybody about who was punting the ball, and for what it's worth, we did give him a ton of love, and he was punting the ball real well last week against Tongi rather. Here's a return, far side return, and a good one for Piper, as Colin Vigil gets that one and returns it all the way deep inside there. And that is not a very good change of events for.
Needs to get a little bit more height under his kick. He kind of outkicked his coverage a little bit there. And the returner, when he has a full head of steam catching the ball like that, I mean, before he even hit a Spring Hill defender, he'd had the ball for 10 yards.
So they will start this drive at the Bronco 35-yard line here with 4:54 to play in the first quarter. It's so far been all Piper. They had a long drive, 14 plays. Did have to punt it away because the defense got strong. They're going to have to be forced into action once again. A lot of these guys do play both ways as well. Low snap, Porter holds. Now penalty flag, and it's going to be stop the play. It's going to be a legal procedure against Piper.
That ball, illegal procedure against the Pirates. After the spot of the foul, 1st and 15 for the Pirates in Spring Hill 40.
Interesting with that massive offensive line that Piper has. They've been mixing it up a little bit. They've been throwing the ball quite a bit. And, we were talking pregame that we thought that they would come out and kind of do what Tonganoxie did.
Mm-hmm. So far, they've been spreading them out a little bit. Turn, handoff, lost footing just a little bit and falling forward on the carry.
On the carry, number 2, Mason Alvaro.
I point that out, and then they run right up the gut on the next play. But that's how it goes, right?
I didn't have a 2. I do have 2. No, I don't have a 2 on my roster. We'll have to go grab that at the next break, figure out who number 2 is for Piper. Small gain on the play, maybe a yard. He'll get it again. Fall forward for a couple. They did bring up a 3rd down and 11.
Tackle man number 21, Austin Rivers.
And they're right where they were a moment ago where they decided to punt. Do they do that again here? Inside 4 minutes to go first quarter. They've controlled the ball for all but 1 minute of the first quarter. 3rd down and 11. Porter rolling, looking, flips it. He's got his man. He's going to be short if they make a tackle at the sticks. Trying to fight for it. He will be short, but still real close and definitely going to go for it. First completion to Ethan Walker. 13 catches, 223 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the season. So another one of those prime targets for the quarterbacks.
4th and 1 for the Pirates at Spring Hill 26.
Very shifty. It reminds me of some of our Broncos.
A 10-yard pickup to Walker. Boy, wouldn't you like to be able to go under center in these situations? Turn, hand off.
Yeah, I don't get it.
He does have the first down.
On the carry, number 5, Terrell Anderson.
And a turn hand off to Anderson. Will pick up the first down, a gain of 2, and moves the chains. Give him 3 on the carry.
1st and 10, Pirates.
8th play of this drive.
Spring Hill 23-yard.
Under 3 minutes to play in counting. Sometime either if we get a rain delay or out when we're tearing up tonight, don't forget to tell me. I'll tell you about the most catastrophic loss in Shrine Bowl history, and it was all due to the fact that they couldn't go under center. It's you got to put it in. You got to have at least one time practice every day you can go under in case you need a yard.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that's their offense and that's what they do, but you got to be able to get that.
Well, it doesn't make any sense because if it's 4th and 1, but it's actually 4th and 5 for you.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And I don't know. Just my philosophy anyways. It's a gain of 6 on the play. 9th play of this drive now is trying to pick up a first down again here as they move the ball, trying to take advantage of a 3-and-out by the Broncos after a long drive that stalled for Piper here in this opening quarter. Little RPO here, flip it out. He's got the first down and a little bit more as they flip it out to Colin Vigil. Vigil driving forward. This thing's going to end up in the end zone. Just shy, about, I don't know, 1,400 pounds behind Vigil, trying to push him into the end zone.
It almost worked.
Almost worked. He came up 2 yards shy, but not before another big gain. Gain of about 15 on the pitch and catch. And they are knocking on the door now. Turn, handoff, Porter. Penalty flag comes in, probably another illegal procedure. And so it'll be a false start against.
Illegal procedure against the Pirates.
5 yards, back them up beyond the 5, back to the 7. And so it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Ball spot back at the Spring Hill 7-yard line. 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 7. Porter turn, little stutter step, comes back against the grain. Dragon defenders going to be shy, back to the kind of the original line of scrimmage. Noah Anderson along with a host of others in on the tackle for the Broncos. They're quick to the line of scrimmage. Picked up most of the penalty yardage. 5-yard pickup. Porter again. There's a straight quarterback. And he has hit at the line of scrimmage, but they give him the touchdown. Casey O'Neill going to
Number 12, Blake Porter.
Getting a little
give
chippy.
him an earful, but the Broncos trail here now 6-0. They called that a touchdown, did they not? Yes, they did, right?
They did.
So Porter punches it in from 2 yards out. Oh, boy.
Now you're getting your swinging gait.
I love it. I've never seen it executed. And, there we go. Darn it. Still not going to. I really haven't. I've seen it.
Pitt State from the 90s, man.
I've seen it called a lot, and I've seen them all go back, kick PATs over 20 years of broadcasting. And I had a chance right there, and they blew it. They did not blow this drive, and they have been setting the tone so far here.
You know, they've been doing a good job mixing it up, like I referenced earlier. And, you know, it's working for them. I think the difference between these guys and Tonganoxie is I think they're a little more their quarterback's a year older. He's a little more experienced. And I think their wide receivers are a little bit more, just a little bit more athletic, making it difficult for the Spring Hill defensive backs to make that first tackle.
So the Broncos are trailing now by 7 as the PAT was good. 1:01 to play here first quarter. We're back after this in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Well, I don't want to play here first quarter. Broncos trail 7-0. I've got the same score on both of these here. Not showing a 7 because they're both on the home team.
Who said you were a homer broadcaster?
That's one way to rig
Even
things.
changing the score.
Come on, officials, as I try to find a score.
Oh, no.
Loose ball. Broncos going to fall on it. The natives are getting restless here. We've seen a lot of success this year for the Broncos. They have not faced a ton of adversity, especially if you weren't dialed in last week at Tonganoxie. You're seeing the Broncos struggle a little bit here in the early going of this one. It's not as bad as it looks because they really haven't had a chance. They've ran 3 plays offensively, have Spring Hill.
And one of them was busted.
And one of them was a busted play.
Which was also their biggest gain, ironically.
Yeah. So now the Bronco offense needs to try to get things going and settle things down just a little bit. We'll see if they can get it going on this drive. Turn, handoff. Pipkin trying to barrel his way forward. He'll pick up a couple.
Number 2, Drayton Pipkin. Tackled by number 8, Colin Vigil.
And Vigel's a player. He had some great closing speed to make that tackle.
And he was doing it on offense as well, so that's a guy to watch here in this ball game. So a gain of a couple by Pipkin. Turn, handoff again to Pipkin. And he's going to barrel forward, drive that pile forward up near the 30-yard line. A good gain. That looked like that was going to be minimal.
After contact, he's got close to 4 yards just driving through him.
Yep. Strong legs.
That's a wrestler for you, right?
That's right.
3rd and 2 for the Broncos at their own 30.
Waning seconds here of this quarter, and I imagine they'll let it run out. And they will. That's the end of one. The Broncos trail by 7. A big 3rd down coming up next here in the early going of this one. 3rd down and 2 when we return. You're watching Bronco football on Spring Hill Sports Live.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
There's the push. And it is a touchdown, Lewisburg.
I'm so sick of this.
I saw a Go Brawley truck in front of Bob's.
Go Brawley. No buffering allowed. Visit gobrawley.com today.
Yes! Yes! You two really need to get Go Brawley.
Here we go into the second in this one. A Frontier League title on the line, and tensions are high. right now as the Broncos trying to pick up a big third down. It's going to be close to a first down. The near side official says yes, and so we'll just agree with him.
Tackled by number 2, Mason Elvero.
Mason El-Haro is number 2, is who we've gathered. Thank you, partner, for going to get that information for us.
Yeah.
Next time, bring back a Smith or a Jones.
I know.
Right? You did bring back a Jones, I guess.
Well,
yeah. No gain on the play. Really find Knowlton as a handoff to the right side.
Tackle may have been number 34, Lamar Lynch. Second and 10 for the Broncos at their own.
So no gain. Here's Pankey, flip it out, trying to get to Pipkin. Doesn't have a ton of catches on the season, does Draven Pipkin. He's been efficient when he's done it, as he's got just 4 catches, make it 5. And a third down.
Once again, fantastic closing speed by Piper. He had some great green in front of him for a little bit.
Big third down again, this time a third down and 10 for Spring Hill. Trying to move the chains. A penalty flag comes out, and it's going to be an offsides against the Piper defense. This officiating crew has hand signals for the basic to each other, so they can be more. They don't have to huddle every time. It's made them work faster. I like it.
Makes sense.
I've learned what an offsides penalty for both sides is, what their hand signals are for that. And it's slap on the hip, by the way, and it's offsides now against the Broncos.
Illegal procedure against the Broncos.
So
moves it back to a third and
back
10.
and forth we go from the penalty game. Looks like the first half of that Chiefs game the other day. Trips to the near side. Knowlton's in the slot. Mitchell the wide out. Pankey looking. Third down and 10 now flush. Looking. He's only got Crotchet. He's going to throw it down for Crotchet. Up over the top. Intercepted. And a return back to the 40-yard line. Intercepted by number 15, Mahiki Frazier.
You know, the same thing happened to him last week against Tonganoxie. Almost a very, very similar play. It was underthrown to Crotchet. You just got to get that ball up. And that's a tough throw to make anyway. On your running, you got pressure.
If he gets it up a little bit more, though, like you say, that's going to be a touchdown probably because there's nobody behind Crotchet.
That's right. It's
on the sideline. It's a tough throw to make.
It is.
And just a little under, I think he's thinking the same thing. He's thinking, if I can get this over the top, it's going to be a big play. But if it doesn't, it goes the other direction, and that's exactly what happened as Piper will start on what has been a quarter to forget, and now 2 minutes into this second when they're going to take a big home run, hit down the field they go. Knowlton comes up, bats it out. Intended for the main target so far in this one, Devontae Herrick-Britton.
And he made sure that was not going to be a freak catch. He batted it and went about 10 yards out of bounds.
Zach Knowlton, how about him defensively every week? He's drawn the other team's best guy, biggest threat anyways, and has done a pretty good job. He got tested against DeSoto a little bit, but they picked up that win, and Herrick-Britton here giving him a run for his money in this ball game. Right back at him again, another incomplete pass.
Pass is incomplete, 10 for number 4.
I don't know why on earth coaches insist on getting a big turnover and then having a 3rd and 10 because you have 2 back-to-back interceptions or incompletions whenever you've been running it and picking up yardage. And but they do it here, and now they're putting themselves in a situation unable to take advantage of this turnover. Good for the Broncos. It's also stopped this clock with 10:06. I think one of the keys here for the Bronco coaching staff is to be calm nerves a little bit and let them realize that the sky is not falling. It just feels that way. Porter breaks out of it. It's going to be a free first down, though, for Piper as they get a little bit of the face mask of Porter is running past him. And I think it was Austin Rivers who was there.
Great. It was a good aggressive play. You know, not like he meant to do it. He's just trying to grab something and can't do it.
So they bail him out. It's going to be a 5-yard face mask. So it's not going to be an automatic first down, but it will be a 3rd and 5. They'll replay it.
Penalty ball spotted in Spring Hill 35. 35 for the Pirates.
Third down and 5. Straight drop. Trying to throw it over the middle. He's got his man. He's got the first down. Does Herrick-Britton. And it is a gain of 7 on the play. They needed 5, they got 7. And another first down here for Piper. 9:42. Piper has had the ball almost this entire first half.
All but, what, 2 minutes max?
Max. Porter straight drop, looking, lets it fly down the field. Knowlton again trying to go up. Eric Britton lost his footing a little bit.
Again, good coverage.
Yeah, he was right where he needed to be on that one, was Knowlton. But this ball has it has been 4 of the 5 plays have been passes towards Herrick Britton. And the only one was a near sack that ended up in a face mask. He is out. I think he's probably earned at least one play out of the ball game.
Not sure. He's been running up and down.
That BB kid is huge.
He
Pass it out there, and it's going to be a penalty flag at the snap. They did not blow the play dead. It makes me think it's against the defense. We'll see what they end up saying. I saw some movement up front on the offensive line when I was looking at number 70. I thought I saw some of his partners moving a little bit. We'll see what they sorted out, and they do.
Yeah, and they're walking back, so.
It'll be from the line of scrimmage. It'll bring it a 2nd down and 15. The first half of last week's game was kind of clunky as well, with a lot of these kind of penalties, these kind of mental false starts. Obviously the face mask and stuff is not. Yeah, I was going to say that's a very generous penalty for a false start. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's go on Mississippi. 2, 4,
so apparently
5.
Now it's if you have 3 guys jump, you get 15 yards.
Yeah. Boy, that would change the game, wouldn't it?
I don't think I'd like that.
So, false start again. Legal procedure against Piper. Throw it underneath. He's got Vigil.
Makes this 3rd down a lot more manageable coming out here.
Yep. 2nd down and 15. They're going to pick up a big portion of that. There is an injured Piper player. He picks up 12 yards on the pitch and catch. They have also passed it every single play on this one. So, injury timeout. We'll go ahead and take it. We're back after this. Broncos trail by 7 here against Piper. Piper driving when we return on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit elliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Vigil for the Pirates goes out with a little bit of help to the sideline. 3rd down at about 4. Porter keeps it. Got the first down. Needed 4. Picks up about 6 on the run by Porter. Bauer makes the tackle, but not before first down. 8:34. This is going to end up being a rapidly moving first half because of the ball control offense, Piper, and just their ability to pick up just what they need when they need it so far. They've converted multiple 3rd downs. I'm not keeping track of it. Ball boy needs to quit playing catch on the sidelines, throwing me off, and he nearly makes the pick. Daniel Mitchell charging in on that one, but the catch is made. Good heads-up play, really, to make that catch for Piper. And number 18, Gannon Roth, 6'3", 170-pound sophomore. So he had number 9 flashing right in front of him, but able to keep his head and keep the ball. It's an 8-yard pickup.
Porter's done a good job sticking that ball in there. Those inside interior routes like that, he's just thrown it perfect.
And this is enough heat. Not their starting quarterback. Laddish has been their quarterback. A lot more snaps here. Scrambling, flips it. He's got his man. It's going to be a first down. Tackle made by James Newton on another pass to the aforementioned Gannon Roth. And it will be a completion of about 6 yards. And first and goal at the 5-yard line. Boy, the Broncos up against it now. Here's 7:26 and counting in this first quarter. When they get the ball back, it'll be a kind of must-make situation. Certainly if they're punching in here, and Porter looks like he's going to do just that. Touchdown, Piper. And it will be a 13-0 lead for Piper with 7:16 to play in this opening half. Zane Busick, the kicker. Traditionally, I think coaches put in that swinging gate, and this is what coaches have told me, is you do it just to make the other team have to practice it.
Yeah.
It just takes up time in their practice to have to be ready for it. You may have only done it one time, but they'll put it on film, and now you're like, well, you got to practice it, so we're ready.
Just in case.
Busick kicks it through. 14-0 is your score. 7:15 to play. Broncos facing adversity in back-to-back weeks. I think now is probably as big as they've seen. We'll see if they can bounce back when we return on Spring Hill Sports Live.
First Option Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
$14-0. Spring Hill trails here, 7:15 to play. Still tons of time left in this game. And still the offense that can certainly put up a lot of points in a hurry if they need to, but they have not even had a chance to even get momentum started.
No.
Little squib kick here. Takes a good bounce. Draven Pipkin going to get a fielding on it. He'll barrel forward and have pretty good field position here for the Broncos. Tackled well out of bounds. And it will be Bronco ball as they start at their own 30-yard line. Let's see where they mark this actually down. It's going to be about 32. $7-10, chance to score, get a stop, score again, pretend like none of this ever happened.
That's right.
My vote.
Yep.
Carter Meade, slot to the far side. Wide out over there is Crotchet. Near side is Mitchell. Knowlton in the backfield along with Pipkin. Knowlton will get it coming near side, trying to make a block. Now Knowlton trying to bounce around. Why he's still on his feet is beyond me, but he does manage to get across the 35 and pick up 3 yards when it looked like he was going to lose about 5.
That's right. He had a great cutback and just trying to run for his life.
Right back to line of scrimmage, a little hurry up, trying to get a little bit of tempo, get some momentum going in their favor. Pankey, little screen pass. He's got Knowlton. Knowlton with some open running room. Across the 45, he's got a first down. He throws over one guy. Down the sideline he goes. How about Zach Knowlton?
Lowering the shoulder and just taking it to Piper in the defensive backfield. What an effort.
5'8", 150 of him, just trucks it, dude. And it will be a game about 28 yards. Pass over the middle. That is early contact.
Yeah,
they
get
the flag. Pass intended for Mitchell. It's going to fall incomplete. That screen pass goes from the 35. I said 28, and I was right. And they'll get a free 5.
And Anderson's trying to plead his case for Piper, but can't do that. He was definitely there early.
Well, this is exactly what the doctor ordered, to try to get back on the right side of things here for the Broncos and make quick work of this drive. Already down inside the 25-yard line, ball at the 22. Penalty flag. Pipkin hits one would-be tackler, drives past him. Penalty flag flies. This is likely going to back up the Broncos 5 yards. And it will be a legal procedure against Spring Hill. But again, they've been able to pick up a big chunks of yardage, a big play by Zach Dalton, and then the pitch and catch, and the penalty on the pass interference on the intention for Mitchell. And now they've got it. First down and 15 from the 27. Straight drop Pankey. Steps up in the pocket, now going to run. Trying to catch the edge, blocked from Pipkin. It's a good one near the 25-yard line. Picks up the penalty yards and then a little bit more as he goes out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Ends up being a gain of 6 on the run by Pankey.
Second and 8 for the Broncos. Pirate 21.
Second down and 9. Pipkin, little running room, across the 15, across the 10. Knocked out of bounds or knocked down just shy of the 5-yard line. A good run for Draven Pipkin. 15 yards on that run by Pipkin. And one of his bigger runs of the season. And it's got him knocking on the door. Right back to the line of scrimmage they go. Turn, hand it to the big fella again. He's going to try to pick his way to the outside edge. Driving forward, using that strength. He's going to pick up, about 4 yards on the play.
That's one of those where I want to see him make a cut up and lower his head and bomb through him.
Go to the promised land, my man.
That's right.
5:38 to play, first half. Broncos down 14-0 here to the Piper Pirates, but knocking on the door, trying to get right after what has been a pretty sluggish start to this ball game. Pankey, turn, Pipkin, driving forward, leaning to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. O-line getting one for those big fellas up front, and Draven Pipkin doing the work from behind. Very reminiscent of a week ago in overtime for number 2 as he comes to the sideline, gets an attaboy. Earned it on that drive, did Draven Pipkin, doing the work inside the 20. In fact, of the red zone yardage, give him all of it as he punches it in 15 yards at a 4-yard carry, then a 2-yard carry. Rocco Russo comes on to kick the point after attempt, and an 8-play drive is capped off on that 2-yard run by Draven Pipkin, and the Broncos are on the board here with 5:19 to play in the half. We're back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Line.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
(14-7) Broncos go 8 plays, pretty quick 8 plays. They took just under 2 minutes off the clock, capped off on a 2-yard run by Draven Pipkin.
I'd say the defense got a rest, but considering how many guys go both ways, there's only probably a handful that did. But still, the defense was off the field regardless. So
no, that's that was a mental thing there.
Yeah, absolutely,
regardless of anaerobic or aerobic health. That's mental health on that one. Just trying to get yourself right, making sure you feel good about where you are. You are who you are. You're 6-0 and legit 6-0 team. If you can go 6-0 playing a Frontier League schedule, you're weathered and certainly ready for this one. And so the Broncos just needed to remind themselves that they are who they are. Flock trying to kick this one away. Line drive kick going to be fielded at the 10-yard line. Near side return. And it's going to be a big return all the way down the sidelines. Flock going to have to make that tackle. Do what you got to do, young man, and he does. So he brings him down, does Otto Flock. Penalty flag all the way back inside the 40, however. This may be coming back regardless. I will tell you, we were talking kind of off air about whether this was the best team or not. I can tell you this, the best team the Broncos have faced so far, I think it is, but they certainly have more dudes who can take it to the house at any time than we've seen probably across the board.
Yes.
So that time it was Ethan Walker. We've also seen, guys like Devontae Herrick Britton and even Gannon Roth, guys who can stretch the field a little bit. And I think that's really what separates them from what we saw a week ago with Tonganoxie. Tongi had better guys probably in the backfield, more consistent run game, but Piper scares me because it feels like they got guys that can hit home runs like that often.
Which is exactly how we are.
Right.
We have those athletes, and this is a good test because as they go through the playoffs, they're going to find teams that have athletes like Piper and beyond.
Yeah. So the penalty flag does go against Piper, backs him all the way up inside the 30-yard line at the 28 is where this drive will start. Low snap, near side, Mason Lahiro. And it will be just a gain of 1 on the carry by Lahiro. And a second down. A quick 3 and out here would even be better for the Broncos. See what this defense does as they flip-flop to the strength of the Piper offense. Porter, shotgun. Loose ball. Lahiro picks it up off the carpet and whip down to the ground hard. Tiafau comes in there and makes that play. No, it's Jones rather, 68, not 66. Nathan Jones, physical player, gets a hold of it and rips him to the ground.
That was an angry tackle.
He still had anger coursing through his veins when he stood up, fired up as Nathan Jones, the senior, trying to push him forward a little bit. Sophomores either side of him on that D-line. And a big third down as the crowd gets into it. High snap, flip down. It's got that guy on that slant. Low tackle, going to hold him short. Good open field tackle by Zach Knowlton. Herrick Britton's there, and now let's see what Piper does. This would be, I think, ill-advised to go for it right here, but if they think they can get 2 yards, it's going to be a
It wouldn't surprise me if they did their little quick kick again like they did in the first quarter, and it looks like they're going to punt. Interesting punt formation. They don't even have, there they are. They don't even have guys on the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure what they're doing.
I didn't say it.
Honestly, they could call it on the offense because the head of the offensive lineman bobbed up. He did move. Now,
that's what they're probably talking about right here. One official points. Yep, they're going to call it against Piper. That's a big break for the Broncos.
And you don't see it much in high school. You need something like that blatant. A lot of times you see it go against the defense, but I think in that case, the Piper lineman, his head bobbed up and down, and it's still movement.
That's a tough one too. For a lot of times, those long snappers, they don't play that position on a regular basis. The other thing is they probably have gotten away with it multiple times.
Oh yeah,
this year, and it just depends on which crew's going to see it and call it.
Yep.
They do call a timeout on the field. 3:11 to play in this first half. Broncos kind of a sluggish start, mostly because of the offense and the ball control of Piper. Their opening drive went 13 plays before a punt, and I think that's huge. That opening drive, that goes down and score, then you're in a much bigger hole than you already are right now. Spring Hill forced to punt, a quick 3 and out after on their opening drive. Piper puts together another long drive, this time scoring. 8-play drive. It took a big portion of the clock, took over 4 minutes, almost 5 off the clock. And then Spring Hill an interception. So a punt and interception of their first 2 drives. And then 2 touchdowns by Piper across that same time period. But Spring Hill comes back and gets a score, now trying to get off the field and get the ball back with plenty of time to run their full offense and try to even this thing up before the break.
After the timeout, 4th and 6 for the Pirates. They're on 32.
Makes me wonder if they've got something up their sleeve or they're just trying to get them a rest.
I think they just want to get their Self squared away. High snap, but it will be punted away by Porter. Line drive kick can be fielded by Mitchell. He'll have some running room. Makes the first guy miss. That's what you got to do across the 40. And then brought down around the 42-yard line. So Broncos will have great field position. As they will start at their own 42-yard line. 3:02 to play. And before that last drive started, I said this is exactly what they needed to do. If they can get this finalized and go into halftime all knotted up, you can kind of forget about the way the first half started and re-establish yourself in the second half. They've already taken the momentum, I think, a little bit in their favor. This would certainly have it going into the locker room. 3 wide receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Direct snap to Pipkin. He's going to keep himself a little wildcat look from the Broncos. Pankey wasn't in the ball game, and Pipkin falling forward. Or he wasn't. He was in a wide receiver. Pipkin a big run.
I have not seen that.
I don't think we have either. Good play. Gain of 6.
Well, he had a good,
second down and 4.
He had a good fake because I thought he ended it off.
Pankey back in at quarterback. Pipkin to his left. Fake it to him. Looking. Once Crotch is not there. Now Pankey well in trouble. He'll flip it out. And Carter Mead is there. And that's going to be should be just an incomplete pass. Coach is lobbying for it, as he should, but Carter Mead, luckily being in the vicinity, brings up a 3rd down and 4 and a big play there. Pankey giving up a lot of ground. If he goes down, it's a huge loss.
Well, in the last series, they were a lot of quick, short passes. I think they didn't get back to that. Piper's had a good pass rush that's been able to confuse Pankey a little bit and make him, make some tough throws on the run.
Pankey, another big one. Out to Crotchet. He goes down. He makes the catch. Does Cameron Crotchet down to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7 when they needed 4. Crotchet's first catch of the game. And quickly back to line of scrimmage. Flip it out. They want Carter Mead. He's got to make a guy miss. He does. Dips around him across the 40. Good block by Mitchell down the sideline. Still Mead. Back to the bounds. Just shy of the 25-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 18 on the play.
Great, like you said, great blocking by Mitchell downfield. And they've done that all year. Their blocking on the exterior has just been phenomenal.
18 yards. And a first down. Quarterback keeper here from Pankey just flipped up. Big fella. Catching his feet. Does Camden Beebe. It'll be a gain of 2 to bring up a 2nd down and 8. That was a big hole and a good read, I think, to take it. Just Beebe flipping over there to make the play.
Well, and you got a guy that's that athletic and that big. He lunged at him and stuck a paw out.
For Pankey, that's best case scenario if he's going to get tackled by that guy.
Yeah.
Caught around the ankles.
Oh, yeah.
Sets up, he's got room, throws it up for Crotchet. He'll climb the ladder. He'll go get it. Touchdown, Broncos. No, they say he's out of bounds. Cameron would lobby for that thing if he was 4 yards out of bounds, so I'm not going to trust his judgment necessarily. But
he wouldn't. They were far away.
I would lobby for it as well if I was him. It just out of bounds.
And they had 2 officials over there, and they're obviously a lot closer than we are. But either way, it was a great pitch and catch. Just didn't count.
And that's trusting your big, tall wide receiver, Cameron Crotchet, 6'3", and he's going to be able to jump and go up and get that one. Now you need to get the first down, and you really don't, 90 seconds to play your first half, you don't necessarily have to get the first down right here on this play.
No, it's definitely 4-down territory.
Play clock down to 4, and a timeout going to be called by the Broncos. Got to get this one right. We'll see if they do when we return. 90 seconds to play first half. Broncos trying to even things up. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Bronco football.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
.130 to play here in the first half. Broncos trail by 7, but trying to get it back even. Need to convert on a 3rd down at the 25-yard line. They need to get to the 17. Pankey again. Quarterback, got flip it over. He's got Pipkin right in the middle of the defense. Makes one guy miss into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. A 25-yard pitch and catch from Fletcher Pankey to Draven Pipkin, and the Broncos are 1 point away from evening things up.
Not only was that a good job by Pipkin, I mean, he made the great effort to score, but Pankey, under pressure, stepping up into the pocket, and you don't see Pipkin run downfield very often. So what a great pitch and catch. Good call by the coaching staff.
You slip that running back out of the backfield. He's just kind of unaccounted for. And Russo is going to get this one blocked.
The kick is no good. Making the score, Piper 14, Spring Hill 13.
So it'll stay a 1 point deficit for the Broncos, but they have scored 13 unanswered. And we'll see if they can hold here with 1:23 to go before halftime. Broncos will have the ball coming in the locker room as well. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Bronco football.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your local Bobcat mower dealer. Bobcat mowers combine heavy gauge steel with advanced engineering to give you the best cut every time. Simple controls and design make maintenance and service quick and easy. And when you get your Bobcat at Hers, they can complete all service and repairs covered by your warranty. Bobcat mowers are affordable, giving you a commercial grade machine at a residential price. To learn more,
Come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Missed point after attempt, the difference so far in this one, but the Broncos have bounced back after trailing 14-0. 7-play, 58-yard drive, capped off at a 25-yard touchdown pitch and catch from Pankey to Pipkin. Flock going to kick this one. This is going to be low. It's going to have to be thumped. Oh, he's down.
Down.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It's close. Officials do get it right as tackled by his own guy. That's never good.
No.
I think I've probably had a few tackles on accidentally running into guys on the offensive line or whatever. But it'll go back to the 25-yard line. This crew's been very good. They've called a lot of penalties, but they've been very efficient and working hard to try to keep this game moving. Knowing it's a pretty high-profile game. It's a big game in the area, big game in the Frontier League. Hopefully a lot of people watching and doing their part here. So, don't want to give up a big play here with 1:15 to play, 1:17 to play. If you're the Bronco defense.
They're giving a huge cushion.
First down and 10. Keeper this way for Porter. He's got a big run up across the 30, up near the 35. That's going to be a late flag on Garrett Bauer, and he earned that one.
He did. Not necessary. He didn't need to do that.
No necesito, and it's going to perhaps shake up Porter as well, which is not ideal. It is going to be a gain of 6 on the play, but he'll tack on another 15 onto this one. This one's going to be inside Bronco territory by the time it's all sorted out. And give them certainly a good chance here now with 1:11 to play. Boss is here. Tighten it up. Button it up.
Yeah, you love
I was making nice comments about the officials, and I didn't know you were standing behind me, so that's good. You hear that? You hear my nice comments about the officials? Working hard, doing what they're supposed to do. We need more officials. Need more. Unfortunate penalty there, though, on the Broncos. So, again, this is going to be tacked on to the end of that run. They may be debating.
It's targeting, helmet to helmet.
Personal foul. They're just going to leave it at that. So it'll be a personal foul.
Against the Broncos.
And now Piper is going to be on the march here with 1:11 to play in this first half.
After the penalty, ball spotted at the Piper 46, first and 10 Pirates.
So it'll be close. It'll be just shy of midfield, up across the 45, up to the 46-yard line. Porter stays in the game because of the dead ball, so he didn't have to leave the field of play, even though he was a little bit shaken up. So luckily he stays in the ball game for Piper and not hurt.
He took a pretty good hit.
So first down and 10 from the 46. And
it's like a false start.
Illegal procedure against the Pirates.
That is a lot of those.
I think it's fourth one possibly for them.
Too many. And the Broncos have been called for a few as well in this first half. That guy is a big lineman.
Yeah.
Evan 6'3", 290. I don't know. Stands out.
When he can move, too, on that
super athletic
tackle he made just a minute ago.
I remember, I think Cooper was, I think that was my first Shrine Bowl. I was the director of the Shrine Bowl. He was on that East squad. And when he walked in, I was like, who is that guy?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if this BB wrestles. The other one was a multiple state champion for Piper.
Yep. I have a hard time watching the ball. I got to watch the ball, not him. There it is, Rooney, right where he needed to be, holding that end, making the play on the attempted end around there to Herrick Britton. Not much of a gain, maybe 2 on the play to bring up a second down and 13.
Tackle may have been number 41, Colin Rooney.
Rooney gets his name shouted out from the PA announcer and from his fan club, and it brings up a second down and 13. And now Piper, I think, going to be a little more conservative about things. They're not in a real big rush here, approaching 30 seconds to play first half. But watch a big play down the field here. They've tried to stretch the field a few times in this first half. Send a man in motion, fake it to Vigil. Porter trying to run it. And tackle made by R.J. Dominic. Good gain.
Tackle by number 33, R.J. Dominic.
A gain of 6 on the play.
Obviously, they got to feel pretty good about themselves, taking a 1-point lead into the half. They're just going to let the clock run.
They're going to hustle the line of scrimmage. They'll try to get one off here. We'll see if they do. They don't, and that's the end of the first half. I think he wanted to try to make one play,
they got
but he does call a timeout. Clock had run out. They get one in right before, and so I think they were going to try to do something right at the buzzer to try to get a big play down the field.
I mean, it doesn't hurt anything. I mean, worst case, you throw an interception deep. As long as they don't get a 99-yard interception return, it's...
Time on the field. We'll keep it right here. We do have the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show coming your way in just a little bit. We'll recap this first half. We'll also have performance by the band that we will live stream for you as well in just a little bit. Next week on the road at Eudora. Pre-game coverage will start at 6:40, kickoff at 7 o'clock against the Cardinals.
3rd and 7.
And now they're going to come on to possibly punt it away. Not sure why we're in punt formation.
I guess just a deep safety to stop anything from...
Okay. We'll see. Rolling, pressure coming, sets up, lets it fly. This is likely not going to end up in a touchdown, and it doesn't. That's the end of the first half. That's how we'll go to the break. Lots to talk about in the first half of this one. Broncos come back for 14 down, only down by 1 at halftime. We're back in 2 minutes on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
First Option Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com. Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's Heating and Air Conditioning Company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net. Or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. When it comes to helping people with their finances, a cookie-cutter approach doesn't work. That's why you need Kim Thompson at Prudential Financial in Spring Hill. Kim knows that everyone's different. She'll listen to you and discuss your hopes and dreams, allowing you to focus on what's important. At Kim Thompson Financial, they focus on protecting your family, saving for retirement, living in retirement, financial strategy, saving for education, and your small business. To learn more, visit Kim Thompson Prudential Financial at the corner of Victory and Webster in Spring Hill, or call 913-592-5573.
We will recap the first half of this game between the Spring Hill Broncos and the Piper Pirates here on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Halftime Show in just a moment. But first, we'll turn it over to the very impressive Spring Hill High School Marching Band.
The field is yours.
There you go. One of the best bands in the business. Spring Hill High School Marching Band entertaining us here at halftime here on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services. Michael's goal is to help you and your family and protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit Michael and his staff at 117 South Main. They're in downtown Spring Hill, or call 913-592-2336. What a great rendition and great performance there by the high school marching band. The Broncos right now here at halftime do trail by one as they trail 14-13. We'll recap that first half, let you know how we got to where we are, and get you ready for the second half of this one. We're return here on the Michael Grand Halftime Show, here presented by Strode Orthodontics on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Weitzel Optometry Vision Source has been the leader in optometry services and vision care in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Weitzel Optometry offers comprehensive eye care, as well as the latest, most popular lenses and frames for Spring Hill and the surrounding communities. Experience modern eye care with advanced diagnostic technology and vision correction products. And with the experience of Doctors Weitzel and Bloodgood, you're sure to see the results you're looking for. To schedule your appointment, call Weitzel Optometry Vision Source at 913-592-2020.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health, advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Pinky Plumbing in Spring Hill is a proud supporter of Bronco Athletics. Keeping your plumbing system in good shape can do wonders for your property's value and lifespan. Get exceptional plumbing services when you hire the plumbing specialist at Pinky Plumbing. At Pinky Plumbing, they take pride in their work and guarantee the best plumbing services in the shortest time possible at the most reasonable price. To learn more, give them a call at 913-568-8201 or visit pinkyplumbing.com. Go Broncos!
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle haul-in and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com. Elliott Insurance Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Insurance Group, we work, live, and shop in our local communities, serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years. Elliott Insurance Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Insurance Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be working on your schoolwork.
Oh, well, it's raining, so we don't have internet.
Not anymore. I just signed us up for Go Brawley.
I hate Go Brawley. I'm a satellite internet.
Go Brawley. You'll love us, but your kids might not. Call us today at 913-837-4678.
Back out here on the Michael Grand halftime show. BJ Harris, Matt Jones, Caden Carbajo as we recap this first half where we got to where we are, which is our Eye on the Game brought to you by Weitzel Optometry Vision Source. Keep an eye on your child's screen time. If they're experiencing eye strain or headaches, it might be a good time for an exam. Make an appointment with Weitzel Optometry Vision Source by calling 913-592-2020 and be sure to ask about the 2020 rule. Piper won the opening, had the ball to start the first half. They had the opening drive of this one. It was a dandy as it went 13 plays. Started their own 20, drove deep into side Bronco territory, but a big sack by the D lineman, Mark Debiak, and Colin Rooney drugged the quarterback way back. They weren't able to overcome that, ended up having to punt it away. Broncos go 3-and-out on their opening drive of the ball game. I bet you that's the first time that's happened this season, where they've gone 3-and-out on the opening drive. Piper would get it with really good field position on a short punt. Bronco 35 is where that drive would start with 4:54 to play in the first quarter. They would go 8 plays, capped off on a 2-yard touchdown run by their quarterback, Blake Porter. Point after attempt was good with 1:01 to play in the first quarter. It was 7-0. Broncos would start at their own 22-yard line with 1:01 to play, and they would put together a 6-play drive, but it would eventually end in an interception, a scrambling, trying to make something happen down the sideline. Pankey throws his 3rd interception of the game. He's got a very good touchdown to interception ratio, but his 3rd of the season. That's a game, 3rd of the season. Piper would start at the Bronco 40-yard line. Twice they've started inside Bronco territory. This time they go 10 plays, capped off on a 5-yard touchdown run by Blake Porter. His 2nd of the game, made it 14-0 after the point after attempt was good. But the Broncos did answer back, and they had to at that point. They get the ball at their own 32-yard line with 7:10 to play in the first half, and they go 8 plays, eventually capped off on a 2-yard touchdown run by Draven Pipkin. He is having a simple ball game. Both scores coming from Draven. Point after attempt was good. With 5:19 to play in the half, Broncos lead 14-7. They force a quick punt by Piper, get the ball back, and the Broncos go right back to work. They start at their own 42-yard line and cap off a 7-play drive on a 25-yard pitch and catch from Pankey to Pipkin. A nice seam route right down the heart of the defense. Pankey slips out of the backfield Pipkin slips out of the backfield and puts it into the end zone for a touchdown. Minute 23 to play in the half. Broncos trail 13-14 after the point after attempt was no good. Piper had a couple of chances, maybe late, eventually just run the clock out, and we go to half. Broncos will have the ball coming out here to start this second half. The things you saw in the first half that they need to apply and take back over this ball game, Matt. What do you think?
Well, I think they reduced their passing game. They were doing some short stuff, and they were letting their athletes get out in space. And honestly, just making that first down was huge with the first time they scored. And to set that up, the defense was finally able to stop Piper. They were able to get in front, keep the receivers in front of them, tackle them before they made the first down. So, I look to see more of that, being creative on the offense, but defense just buckling down, making that first stop before he can get some extra yardage.
I think we got a chance to see some of the remnants of the pressure they faced last week against Tonganoxie.
Absolutely.
How they handled it, because at one point in that first half, the chips were reeled down.
Yep.
You could feel the crowd getting nervous. Moms were out yelling. People were fired up, trying to get everybody fired up to kind of get the ship squared back away, and they did just that. And you could tell that the Broncos don't have those nerves and you've got a senior-laden team. That's something we haven't talked about, but this Bronco team has got a lot of seniors, guys with a lot of playing time, and, those stressful moments aren't as stressful for seniors.
Yeah, just being mature, dealing with adversity. Something to point out, these kids haven't been in school for 2.5 days. It's kind of a mini fall break with parent-teacher conferences, so, kids are kids, and their schedule's a little bit off, and as football coaches, getting out of their routine, this probably makes them more worried about than anything is getting out of their routine.
Absolutely. They will have the ball. It's a very important drive to start, as always, but when you're down by a point here on your home field on a big game, So the squib kick going to be fielded by Carter Mead. He had a kickoff return for a touchdown last week. Mead's going to slice pass, and boy, he makes one more guy miss. He might have a big return. Still able to scoop that one up. He'll return it up near the 33-yard line, and that's where the Broncos will start this drive here in the second half. Ball just shy of the 33 is where Spring Hill will start this drive.
1st and 10 Broncos.
11:47 to play. Opening drive of the second half. We've seen real flashes of the Broncos offense when they really get to clicking. Direct snap again, little wildcat to Knowlton, going to try to find his way through, and he'll get gobbled up by some of those big fellas up front, along with Blake Porter. First guy there for Piper was Cameron Rogers.
Tackle 78, Cameron Rogers.
Yeah, it's interesting seeing two different guys using the Wildcat. I mean, I understand it.
Second and 8 to the Broncos.
Keeping them on their toes.
It's a low risk wiggle to your offense. You know, putting a guy in there, just direct snap to him. Panky's got a guy. Knowlton, he'll go down to get it. Scoops it up off the deck. And it is about a 13-yard pitch and catch.
First and 10 Broncos.
More than that, about a
46.
18-yard pitch and catch up to Knowlton. He'll run. Panky reads it, and a big run there for Panky on a quick hitter, right back to it.
Great read.
Second and 2 for the Broncos. Piper.
Right back at it. Turn, handoff, Pipkin. Pipkin's got a good hole. He's got the first down across the 35. Backside going forward. He'll fall down, but he'll get the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the run by Pipkin.
First and 10 Broncos.
And moving the chains once again up to the 34-yard line. 1 minute into this drive for the Broncos. Handoff again, Pipkin. Another good hole up front. I tell you what, 65 and 57 are doing their job up front against number 70. So for the Broncos, Cole Roden and Aiden Weegley, I'm sure I'm butchering that last name. Right back at it. Turn, handoff, Pipkin. This time not much there. He's going to be close. He'll maybe fall forward for a gain of 1.
One of the big boys is Rodden. His dad's the head wrestling coach at West, and played football at Mid-America, or excuse me, his uncle.
Pipkin, or excuse me, Panky flips it out. He's got Knowlton just between the defense. That is a gutsy pass to make with defenders right there looking at him. Late hit comes in. They don't call that one. It's real close, but Knowlton's still going to end up with a pitch and catch of about 6-7 yards.
First and 10 Broncos. Pirates, 19-yard line.
And just across the 20, just inside the red zone. Penalty flags all over the place, and another illegal procedure. Call Guinness record book and let them know we're on a good pace for illegal procedures.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be witnessed. Luckily, we've got it all videotaped, so we can turn it into them whenever we finally do break the world record. I'm not sure what it is, but we're getting close.
I don't know. Some of the earlier games at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. Back them up 5, 1st and 15. Turn handoff Knowlton. He's going to pick his way through now, reversing direction. This is where holdings and box in the bag. Not going to matter. Zach Knowlton, he'll make a lot. It's a 15-yard pickup. Just shy of the 10-yard line. Probably just shy of a first down. The marker was at the 19, so we needed to get all the way beyond the 10, up closer to the 9 to get the first down. But it's a 14-yard pickup by Knowlton.
He probably ran 30.
Zach's drive right here. They'll flip it out to him. Going to try to make him count at the 5. Diving for the goal line. Not going to get quite in. But Zach Knowlton going to work now on this one. It'll be a 9-yard pickup.
Showing a great burst of speed just to get cut up. Gunning towards the end zone there.
And the 9th play of this drive. 3 minutes long for the Broncos. Making quick work. It started at their own 33-yard line. First and goal to 1 for the Broncos. Pipkin, no Panky, touchdown. Fake the Pipkin, and he just followed number 2 right to pay dirt. Fletcher Panky into the end zone as he picks up his fourth rushing touchdown of the season.
Broncos are setting up to go for a 2-point conversion.
And they're going to go for 2 to try to make back.
And Pankey he could have handed it off, kept it whichever way he read it.
Equal opportunity.
They both walked into the end zone.
So go for 2 here. Rolling, looking, flush, pressure coming. Going to see it, throws it back against the grain, and it's intercepted. It's okay. Take a chance there. Pankey also takes a hard hit. The same cat. LRO had a late hit, almost late hit earlier, and then he strokes Pankey probably right at the buzzer as well on that one. But either way, the Broncos do lead for the first time tonight, up by 5. We're back at 30. You're watching Bronco football, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Rain Dance Studios is the area's newest dance studio with professionally trained staff, a brand new facility, and classes for every dance and tumbling level. Rain Dance Studios is everything you never knew you needed in a dance family. With an emphasis on customer experience, exquisite dance technique, and dancer confidence, Rain is the dance studio for every aspiring dancer. Come join Spring Hill's premier dance experience and get the royal treatment. Schedule a free 2-week trial by visiting raindancestudios.com.
Broncos lead for the first time tonight, a 9-play drive, capped off at a 1-yard touchdown run by Fletcher Pankey. Zach Knowlton had catches of 18, 14, and 9 on that drive, including a pretty good run to start things off as well. Otto Flock going to come on to kick it for Spring Hill. And he'll get a boot into this one, and it will be a touchback for Flock. And so Piper will start at their own 20-yard line. What you've seen of Piper here offensively, they certainly have what it takes to come back in this ball game, and the Bronco defense is going to keep the pressure on them.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Broncos come out. I think for the most part they did a pretty good job keeping the receivers from Piper in front of him. They just got to make those tackles and not let them get those extra yards after catch.
First down and 10 again for the Piper Pirates. 4-2 on the season. Broncos trying to stay unbeaten. A win here would give them an outright Frontier League title. Well, they'd have to win next week at Eudora, I believe. I think everybody else would have then 2 losses, actually. Yeah, that's correct. Send Vigil in motion. Straight drop for Porter. He's got some time. He'll look. Lets it fly. He's got El Haro again. We just saw him again, and he's going to take it. It's going to be everything for Zach Knowlton to try to catch him. Cuts back against the grain. Pressure coming still. Rivers, Trexie, no. Noah Anderton going to stick with it. But it is a huge game.
I think the fans have something to argue about.
70-yard. They wanted a block in the back. It is a 70-yard, though, pitch and catch. Boy, just like that, right back in business.
And that Piper blocker, as soon as he put his hands up, I didn't do anything.
That's usually a sign of some guilt, possibly.
That's right.
First and goal at the 10. Keeper by Porter. And it'll be fall forward for a gain of about 3 on the play to bring up a second down and goal from the 7.
Tackle man number 40, Garrett Bauer. Second and goal for the Pirates, Spring Hill 7.
7:40 to play in the third quarter. I forgot to switch that. I told
My
you to
fault.
remind me, man.
Yeah, that was my fault.
All me. We're into the third quarter, in case you didn't know. Porter, a little bit of a busted play, I think there. Going to hold it. Going to be brought down. Casey O'Neill, along with Austin Rivers.
Tackle man number 55, Casey O'Neill.
And it's going to be a gain of about a yard on the play. It'll bring up a third down. Nope, no gain, actually. It'll bring a third down and goal from the 7-yard line. You force them to a field goal here, field goal attempt. That's a big stop.
Well, after a huge play like that, that's a, I'm not big on moral victories, but I would say that would be one.
Here's Porter, straight drop, looking to the corner. He goes, trying to drop it in there, and it is, that hit the floor. That hit out of bounds. I could have swore that bounced off the out-of-bounds line, off that in line. I don't know.
I don't know if they called it. He had his feet down, and maybe he had
I was
possession
looking
already.
Watching through our screen. I can't really see that corner from where I'm sitting here, so I'm going to take their word for it. It's a touchdown by Piper going to the corner and just kind of throwing it up.
That was a good athletic catch. Good job getting his feet in bounds.
And caught it. 8 or 7 or 9. Who was it? 8. I lost it.
8, but I'm not positive.
I think so also. Point after attempt. Blocked. So it's a 1 yard. A 1 yard or 1 point game now. It was 1 point going the other direction in the locker room. Both teams have scored. A 70-yard play on that one got the Pirates into scoring position. And then they're able to cap it off on a 7-yard pass to put themselves up on top by 1 point. Here with 6:47 to play in this third quarter. We'll keep it right here on the timeout. Broncos have been in some nail biters. Boy, they have been very tight games the last.
This is going on third week.
Yeah, 6 quarters for sure. 6.5 quarters now. And even against DeSoto, it was a 28-0 game at halftime, but the Broncos hold on, win 28-14. A late push by DeSoto kind of gave them a chance to get into that ball game late. And so really you take those 2 quarters and then so 2 full games, let's just put it that way.
Yeah,
it's been
absolutely.
kind of a nail-biters, which is good. The Broncos had some cakewalks where they really hadn't learned much about themselves. I guarantee over the last 3 weeks they've figured exactly who they are. Now it's just put it and apply what you've learned.
And we've seen some different things on offense, too, so they're realizing that people have film of them, and now they have to change things up a little bit, and you've got to get creative. You can't just you have your bread and butter, but, you got to be creative in how you attack the different defenses.
Seen some of that wildcat certainly to start drives, which is different. Busick going to come on to kick this one.
Go Broncos!
It was Vigil that made that touchdown catch. Here's Knowlton catching at the 15-yard line. Flies through. Knowlton up across the 40, up near the 42-yard line. 25, 27-yard return there for Knowlton.
Showed excellent acceleration. You get up and get that extra 3 or 4 yards.
Place at Spring Hill, 42, 1st and 10 Broncos.
Broncos have not had that big play they gave up. They've been able to really hold the defense. They've had some good defensive stands, have the Broncos. Piper here of late have not really stopped Spring Hill. Spring Hill stopped themselves a couple of times, but their offense, they continue to do what they're doing. They should be able to answer. Down by 1 here, 6:38 to go in the third. Keeper by Pankey. He'll be caught from behind and fall forward for a couple. Number 2 has been everywhere here of late. Didn't talk much about him early, but he's been in on almost every play defensively and offensively for that matter. A gain of 2 by Pankey.
2nd and 8 for the Broncos at their own 44.
Gonna bring up a 2nd down and 8.
And Pankey's probably running more than he usually is, probably a little bit more than he wants to. But you got to take the read.
2nd down and 8. Pipkin to the left, straight drop, looking, plenty of time, flips it out, little underthrown, trying to do something with it is Carter Mead. It was going to be shy of a 1st down, but it had been given 3rd and real short. And that ball is just underthrown.
And that's a long throw. I mean, it's not even to pass the 1st down sticks, but just the way so far out into the flats.
So a big 3rd down here for the Broncos, trying to answer back, down by 1. Screen pass, Knowlton underneath, it should be good. He's got more running room inside Piper territory. Ball comes loose. And I think the Broncos fall on top of it. Carter Mead was trailing it. And Doe, I don't think he came up with it, though. I do not know who came up with that ball.
Tell.
It's a 14-yard pickup on a 3rd and 8. And they will just barrel forward on the run by Pipkin. A good one. Boy, a big conversion. That screen pass is
the 2nd time tonight that it's been effective.
Yep. When you need it on 3rd down, a good run on 1st down of 6 yards for Pipkin. 2nd down and 6. Go back to the big fella. He'll switch arms. Spins. 1st down across the 30. Up near the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 9 on the run by Pipkin. So back-to-back good runs there by 2. As he's got 6-yard run and a 9-yard run. Call it 8, actually.
Piper, 27.
And it's up to the 27-yard line. 5:12 to play third quarter. Broncos trying to get the lead back. They led briefly for the first time tonight. Penalty flag comes in a kind of a holding area right in the heart of that offense. Another run by Pipkin, another good gain. They're able to run between tackles as well as they have all season here tonight, consistently anyways, but I believe this one's going to be aided. We'll wait for the official word on that one.
I feel like the officials have done a pretty good job this evening, and they're discussing, because obviously there is something they're either not sure happened or whatever their issue is, but they're figuring out, and I think they've made some pretty correct calls this evening. Other than maybe that one possible block in the back, but okay.
Holding against the Broncos.
After all that, they end up calling the holding penalty. I called that thing a minute and a half ago, and I didn't even see it. I just assumed that's what the call was. They will back it up from the spot of that, so it's still be a first down. First down at about 17. And now penalty flags come everywhere. Somebody jumped off sides and tack on another 5. Well, from
against the Broncos.
I can hear my wife's voice with all these illegal procedures just going, what is going on? She was so frustrated the first half of that Chiefs game with all the penalties and stuff. And I honestly don't know what exactly they're seeing either. I haven't seen an egregious false start. I've seen some legal procedures, but not exactly sure what they're seeing down there on the field.
Well, they're calling it tight, that's for sure.
Going to let this one fly. He's got a man over the top. It's Carter Mead. He's got the catch. Touch to get it out of bounds there, just inside the 15-yard line. Little touch pass there from Fletcher Pankey up over the top. That was a thing of beauty.
And that's some things we saw earlier in the season. Only the Spring Hill receiver can catch it. It's a defense. It's just it's a safe pass. Great touch on it.
It's a 26-yard, and quickly they go to Knowlton, trying to catch the corner. Knowlton to the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! What just happened?
Went from first and, 20?
We went from illegal procedure, holding, illegal procedure, to 20-some-yard pass, and then right to the line of scrimmage. I mean, they were there before the Sticks even had a chance to get there, waiting to bite on it, and then Zach Knowlton punches it in from 15 yards out on the end around and a quick one. Now they'll go for 2 again. Pankey trying to flip it out. This thing's flipped out. That's a live ball. And they stop another 2-point conversion, so it'll stay at 5 points.
I'm assuming, and it looked like he went to pitch it, so I'm assuming that there was supposed to be a running back there. Looks like they're doing a little speed option.
Yeah, a little option coming to the near side. Anyway,
somebody did not get the memo on that one.
They chewed up a lot of yardage in a hurry, did the Broncos. 42 yards in about 30 seconds, in fact. And they punch it in from 15 yards out by Zach Knowlton. Back up by 5. This is a nail-biter so far. 4:27 to play in the third quarter. We're back in 30 seconds.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle hauling and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Broncos to kick it away here, 25-20, third quarter, 4:27 to play in this quarter. Broncos back and forth we go here, an exciting third quarter. Really been a good end of the first half as well. And clock boots this one. Another touchback, back-to-back touchbacks. It's a pretty good weapon to have.
Yeah, it is. So this is a big stand coming up for the defense. You can't give up the big play to set them up.
And it's hard to evaluate because we kind of thought Broncos had kind of figured out things defensively for Piper late in that first half, and then the first drive they have a big 80-yard, or second drive, first drive they have a big 70-yard bomb. So if the Broncos make them earn it a little bit, I think they'll have a chance to kind of hold serve here.
That was obviously a defensive breakdown on Piper's previous big play. Somebody was out of position. Probably something that they haven't seen.
It was a big play to number 2. They had not really thrown the ball to 2 much. Got to keep an eye on him here. Porter going to keep it. Now RPO will flip it out, and that is underthrown, but and a penalty flag.
That's going to be helmet to helmet.
Well, it was not. That flag was not thrown at that point of attack. It was flipped out there, out on the edge. I think this might be a holding against Piper, perhaps. We'll see what they call it, because it was out where Carter Mead was at.
It was kind of behind the play.
I mean, he threw it right where Carter Mead and another wide receiver were out here on the edge, is where that flag was thrown. If that's at the tackle, then that would have been thrown at where the tackle happened.
Yeah.
I watched him throw the flag. It was specifically thrown where he threw it. It wasn't an accidental miss trying to get it to the pile. But they are discussing this one. 4:22 to play in the third quarter. Broncos need a stop. And the body language from the coaching staff on the far side is telling me everything I need to know about this one.
Yep.
It's the classic head tilt to the one direction or the other. When the coach drops his hands and tips his head to one side, you know it's not good. They did call the personal foul. So they did call a late hit. They never dropped the flag on it. They did call the late hit, but there was also holding, I believe. If you have that long of a discussion, you better have some kind of an explanation.
Yeah.
Narrow one was given to us, but we will just take it for nothing happened and go back to first down and 10 at the 20-yard line. Porter again now.
Flag on the play, illegal procedure.
My only hope is that whatever they're seeing, that they're dropping all these illegal procedure flags on, one official has stopped to explain to them what they're seeing.
But at this age, at any age for that matter, even all the way up to the NFL, if there's something they're doing wrong, they want to know so they can correct it and not do it anymore.
And I'm not sure if that conversation has happened, but boy, we've seen it a lot, and they're all dead ball right before the snap calls. So again, keep an eye on that. Try to see if you can identify, Matt, what they're seeing.
None of them have been blatant at all. They're really tight.
Backs them up 5, though, back to the 15-yard line. First and 15 from the 15. Porter going to carry it. He'll be dropped down for a gain of about 4. Good carry there. Austin Rivers, Mark Debiak at the point of attack as well.
Rivers did a good job closing in right there.
Noah Anderton actually in on that tackle, 31.
2nd and 10 for the Pirates at their own 20.
So 2nd down and 10. Broncos trying to hold serve and get the ball back. A chance to take control of this ball game. Straight drop. Porter looking this way all the way. Throws it. He's got Herrick Britton, and there's going to be a penalty flag.
Yep.
And Knowlton
didn't turn his head.
Probably making the right decision there. Because if he doesn't, that's a huge play.
Yeah, he's gone.
And so you've got to do what you got to do to try to keep that from going further than it needed to. It's still going to be a big game, but not as big as it would have been if it had been a caught ball, and that's a risk-reward situation. You just do that evaluation pretty quickly. And for some reason, the home fans don't like it.
And, in high school football, it's a lot different than the NFL. You do that in the NFL, it's a spot foul.
Exactly.
So here, you give up 15 yards. Let's see another day.
15 yard. Yep, up to the 35-yard line. So PI there. First and 10 from the 35. Porter trying to catch. He'll be ripped out of bounds and ripped down out of bounds.
The Broncos need to be careful on those.
James Newton makes the play for Spring Hill.
You love the aggressiveness, but you got to be careful that you're not tackling them out of bounds.
Limits him to just a 2-yard run.
Interestingly, as close as they've called this game, something like that where somebody could get hurt seems like would be something where you would call it.
Porter rolling to that Short side of the field again. Out of the hands. Intended for Ethan Walker through his hands. Carter Mead was there to make the play. It still would have been about a gain of a 5 if he makes the catch, but not able to do so. And a big third down here. See if the Bronco faithful get going here a little bit. Here they come. Third down and 8. Rolling. Porter throws it under. He's got the catch. Same play right back to Walker, but it's short.
Again, good job by me keeping him in front of him.
Let's see. This is kind of a tweener call. Beyond the 40, down by 5, 3:02 to go in the third. I think you play field position, punt this away.
All right, yeah, I agree.
4th down and 3, and coach is going to earn it. He's going to make this one an easy decision. Somebody said something on that far sideline. That coach, I don't know if it was a coach even. Somebody said something. That official.
He didn't like it, did he?
Went right to the rocket arm. Unsportsmanlike. Well, this will make that decision way easier for the coach.
I wonder what the coach is upset about. I don't know if it was the tackle from.
I don't think the coach said anything. I think that came from somebody from the cheap seats behind him, not the crowd, but somebody else said something back there because the coach was standing right beside the official. I don't know what it was. Guessing, I guess.
Could have been a kid. Kids,
I mean, I've said some stuff on the sideline that probably warranted a flag. No. I've said some stuff up here that probably warranted a flag. I'm not sure how they get that. 25-20, 2:55 to play here in the third quarter. Broncos hold. That's exactly what they needed to happen. The way the offense is just clicking right now, they needed to force a punt. This is going to be returnable. No. Fair caught at the 45. Great field position. And now the offense goes back to work doing just what they did the last few drives. In fact, the Broncos have scored on their opening drive to make it 19-14. Piper had a huge drive to get the lead back, 20-19. Very next drive, 7 plays, punch it in on a 15-yard run by Zach Knowlton. So they have scored on both of their drives in this second half, and they need to do it one more time to try to get this lead and solidify it a little bit, or maintain this lead and grow it.
BJ, the perfect sweatshirt is walking up the stands at you right now. I heart my O-line.
I need that sweatshirt.
Love it, don't you? That's great.
Turn handoff, Pipkin. And Draven running hard. That's going to be a gain of about 4. You get 4 yards on first down, you'll take it. Certainly late, or in a second half, late in the third quarter with the lead.
Tackle by number 8, Colin Biggle. 2nd and 6 for the Broncos at their own 49.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 6. Pinky going to come out of the ball game, or actually come in and play wide receiver out here as they go to that wildcat. Pipkin will be the quarterback on this play. Going to keep it. Pipkin reading that one. I think he read it right. Actually, I think it's just really well played. Knowlton wouldn't have had much if they'd have given it. And they end up losing 3 yards on the play. They haven't had a ton of negative plays, have the Broncos. They've been going forward primarily in this ball game.
Yep.
That was a loss of 3, and it brings up a 3rd down and 9. If I'm a coach for Piper, I'm saying watch, screen. Pankey steps up, flips it. He's got Crotchett the first down. He's up near the 40-yard line. Cameron Crotchett going to make the catch. A 13-yard pitch and catch to Cameron Crotchett.
Great concentration on the catch from Crotchett.
Right back to line of scrimmage in a hurry. Pankey flips it out. He's got Knowlton. It's a little high for him, and Knowlton will be lucky to survive that one. His Vigil was coming downhill at him. I don't think he really wanted to throw that one, did Pankey, but the pressure was coming as well, and he needed to get rid of it, so he did.
He didn't really have many options. Going back to Crotchett 2 plays ago, making that catch knowing that you're going to get drilled is tough.
2nd and 11. Flip it out. Knowlton. Got to make a guy miss in the open field. He does that pretty well. He'll drag a defender forward. He'll pick up about 5 yards on 2nd down and 11. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 6.
Third and 6 for the Broncos. Piper 37.
Straight drop. Nope, draw. Pankey, nothing doing. Boy, that was, not sure exactly. I think that was a called draw. I think the plan was to run that between the tackles, but it was well played.
It didn't appear that anything was busted on the play, but it didn't work.
Now you've got a decision here at this 40. If you go for it, give him a short field. You can play field position. We've seen the work of Chandler punting the ball directionally and with the big leg. He's a guy who can pin him deep. And Broncos may just let this time run down and take a timeout and talk about it. They do not have to snap it. They don't even have to take a timeout. They can let this thing run down and go to the fourth quarter. That's what they'll do. So the Broncos have a 5-point lead, the ball, but a big fourth down decision coming up next. We'll see what they decide at the break when we head to the fourth quarter of this one. The Broncos trying to win a Frontier League title for the first time since the 90s. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Bronco football presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is the area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you place that faulty trimmer or mower, bring it to Hers and let their experts get you back to work. Hers also takes care of hydraulic hoses, cylinder reseal, and mechanical control cables, such as push-pull, brake, throttle, and more. Plus, they carry quality equipment like Bobcat mowers, Steiner tractors, grass trimmers, and more. Hers is even a UPS drop-off station. To learn more,
Come and visit us at hersinc.net. Call Hers at
913-247-3530.
Rain Dance Studios is the area's newest dance studio with professionally trained staff, a brand new facility, and classes for every dance and tumbling level. Rain Dance Studios is everything you never knew you needed in a dance family. With an emphasis on customer experience, exquisite dance technique, and dancer confidence, Rain is the dance studio for every aspiring dancer. Come join Spring Hill's premier dance experience and get the royal treatment. Schedule a free 2-week trial by visiting raindancestudios.com.
Broncos are going to punt it away on that fourth down decision there, and Chandler trying to put a little directional punt. Put it out of bounds. Not a real big punt, but able to flip the field a bit and pin Piper deep. We've seen the defense of the Broncos be able to hold pretty tight if they just don't give up that big play. Piper's had some big plays in this game that have allowed them to keep some drives going, and they had a big play to start a drive a while ago that gave them the lead briefly, but the Broncos held serve last time defensively. We'll see if they can do it again as this one will start at the Piper 17-yard line.
The key here is it's okay to give up yardage. You know, they've been the bend but don't break style defense all year. So, you know, keep the guys in front of you. Do what you've been doing.
Two wide receivers near side. Low snap. Porter picks it up. Now scrambling. Pressure comes. He lets it fly. Throws it under. Zach Knowlton's there. He makes the interception. Zach Knowlton, another highlight reel catch. This time defensively, he does it. And on the first play from scrimmage, the Bronco defense gets it back for the O, and now they're back in business inside Piper territory.
It's just a little bit underthrown, but what an athletic move by Knowlton to make that catch.
Don't forget our Easy Relic promotion. Text SHHS to 816-406-0051. You'll have that highlight right to your phone in moments, thanks to our partners, Easy Relic. Here go the Broncos. Starting inside Piper territory for one of the first times tonight, maybe the first time tonight.
I think you're right. I think the closest they've been is 45, opposite 45.
I don't know it until I write it down. As I write it down, I'm like, yep, I've not made those words yet today on this particular line. So it starts. A 5-yard run by Pipkin. Second down and 5. Hand off Knowlton. Trying to find that little gap. He literally, when he runs to the line of scrimmage, he leans almost like he's peeking to find out where that hole is.
It's amazing.
And then he finds it and explodes.
You know, throw out the other stats like the 40 and the other things that football uses. I want to see what that guy's shuttle run is.
Yeah. And just the vision to see, okay, that's the hole that's going to take me where I need it to go. And then boom, hit it. Turn. Hold it. Pankey. Got a little running room, breaks off one tackle, drops the shoulder. Fletcher Pankey, a strong run by the senior quarterback. Doesn't always lower the boom, but that time he does, and it's a 10-yard pickup by Pankey.
First and 10 Broncos.
Just shy of the 25-yard line up to the 26. Broncos trying to take a two-score lead here. Good hip movement there by Pipkin to make that one move. Then stutter step. Trying to drive forward. He'll fall forward across the 20. Boy, he earned that one, kind of a slow play of things, but ends up being a gain of 7 on the play to bring up a second down and 3.
You know, he showed good vision on that one. He kind of tiptoed around a little bit, but once he made the commitment, kept charging his legs, and now we've got second and manageable.
Second down and fourth quarter.
My bad.
I'm going to go back to the old school way of doing it, or the new school way of doing it. Turn, handoff, Pipkin trying to pick up that first down. It's going to be close. It'll be just shy of a first down. Nope, they will say he moves the sticks.
Good spot.
Up to the 16. You can take all the time you want. No big rush on this if you're the Broncos. I'd start taking play clock down a little bit as well. You'll throw this in the quarter for Crotchet. He'll go up over the top, and it is going to be
picked off.
Intercepted. Again, I go back to what I just said right before that snap. There is no reason to be in a real big rush here. I think you can take some time off, keep running the ball, but trying to hit a home run, going to the corner for Cameron Crotchet, and just really well played on that far sideline. Intercepted. Another drive is stalled by an interception, the second of the game for Pankey.
You know, coach is out there. He wants pass interference. He said, they're doing it, but the difference is the guy was turned around. There's a jump ball in the air, and
so back-to-back interceptions by both teams as the Pirates will come right back on offense. They'll start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Low snap. Now a penalty flag comes in from the referee.
Flag on the play.
He gets in on the illegal procedure action.
Well, that one I actually saw somebody move. I wasn't sure what number it was on the Piper O line, but that one was a little more blatant than the others.
First and 15 for the Pirates.
So first down and 15 now as they'll back him up 5 yards. Reached out to Guinness. We're still quite a ways shy of a record on those legal procedures, but we're quickly approaching them. Another low snap. Those have been low all day. Porter picks it up, and he gets a big run up and gets the yardage back and then some up near the 25-yard line. It'll be third down.
By number 9, Daniel Mitchell.
No, excuse me. It'll be second down and about 5 when they set this ball for play. A 10-yard run by
their own 25.
Porter. 9:18 and counting here in this fourth quarter. Broncos a tenuous 5-point lead. Porter again, quarterback keeper. You don't see some of these play calls that show up at any flag football field tomorrow, and it's a lot of hike it to the quarterback and run forward.
Yeah, no kidding.
And not much there, maybe a gain of a yard. They do officially give him 1 on the play. It'll bring up a third down and 4. Porter going to throw it. Little spot pass way too high for Herrick Britton and incomplete. And a fourth down and a punting situation for Piper. So unable to take advantage of the interception.
4th and 4 for the Pirates at their own 26.
And it will.
In punt formation.
Give a lot of credit to Spring Hill defense. They kind of forced that throw a little bit. He probably would have connected. The receiver had to step on him. He was just turned around enough, but the Spring Hill interior defensive line did a good job making him rush that throw.
So Porter's the punter. He'll back up. Knowlton and Mitchell just beyond the 50-yard line. Somebody late for them. 5 seconds on the play clock. They'll snap it back. Porter will get into this one, end over end. Knowlton get a fair catch. It's got to really cover some ground. The ball drifted to the near side, but it will be fair caught inside the 45-yard line. And that's where the Bronco offense will start their drive once again. Broncos, not to beat a dead horse necessarily, pardon the pun, I guess, but they've hurt themselves.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, that's been the only time they've really – their offense has just been churning. The only time they've stubbed their toe has been on their own accord. It has not been caused necessarily by the Piper defense. So that should give you some confidence going into this drive.
Yeah. And, they move down the field, just chug down there, running the ball. We need to see that again. Like you said, you're not in a hurry. You have the lead.
Pankey turn, handoff, Pipkin, big hole near side. Pipkin's got some running room across midfield, up across the 45, dives forward near the 41-yard line. Huge gain on first down and 10 for Draven Pipkin as he picks up 16 yards on first down and moves the chains inside Piper territory. Up to the 41-yard line. Feed the beast, turn, handoff. Pipkin driving forward. 78, brother, play still going, man.
He was upset. Probably felt like he was hold, hit in the back, something. I'm like, man, the whistle hadn't even blown yet. Complain after the play is over.
Right behind you, dude.
Yeah, you're running off complaining.
Life's happening right behind you, man.
And if coach sees that on film, that kid, I pity him tomorrow morning when they watch their film.
Hard for him not to see that one, but keep in it. Run of 5, though, for Pipkin. Handoff Knowlton. Picking his way. He'll bounce out of bounds just across the 35 up near the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2.
Tackle made for number 2, Mason Elhuro.
And it'll bring up officially a gain of 3. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 2 here for Spring Hill. Take your time. 7:45 to go in this ball game now. Broncos leading 25-20, trying to move to 7-0. Again, Pipkin, good cut. Very good read on a cut there. Put his foot in the ground hard and made that step across there. There's 3 dudes where he had to avoid, and one of them was big number 70, Camden Beebe, but he gets the first down.
He did, and you know what I liked about that play? His shoulders were down. Even if there would have, he would have plowed right through him.
Gain of 3 inside the 30-yard line at the 29, 1st and 10. Handoff again, Pipkin. Another good run, ripped down by our man, Cameron Rogers. And it will be a gain of 3 on the play to bring up a 2nd down and 7. Heavy dose right now of deuce.
They're giving Pipkin a break.
And a turn and a handoff.
It's like McKenna.
Yep, Colt McKenna going to get a carry here, the 5'9", 170-pound sophomore.
Tackle by number 2, Mason Elhuro. 3rd and 5 for the Broncos.
Gain of a couple. Brings up a 3rd down and 5 here for Spring Hill.
Piper 19-yard line.
Inside the 24, at the 24-yard line. Keeper by Pankey, another good read. He's got to make a guy miss, though, to get the first down. Nearly lost the ball. He'll fall forward. He's got the first down. Another very good run by Fletcher Pankey when they needed it. He got it. A gain of 8 on a 3rd down and 5, and they move the sticks once again to keep this clock moving.
And, Pankey's, he's obviously a great athlete, but he's not the fastest guy on the team. He just made a good cut, and his body control allowed him to get that first down. What a great play.
Heavy amount of desire in that run as well. Knows what he needs to get. Here's Pipkin again. A nice little coming out party, really, for Draven Pipkin. What we've seen glimpses of on and off all season long, but this is what you want from a big back late in the game. Just feed him and let him get his yards. Another good gain from Pipkin of 9 yards, brings up 2nd down and 1.
And that's where having such a big, strong back comes in. Late in the game, he's still fresh. He's got the power that can get him those extra yards when the defense is obviously
First
tired.
down, into the end zone. Does he get it? Yes! Touchdown! Broncos. Draven Pipkin, his 3rd score of the ball game. This time from 8 yards out. And the Broncos
that drive.
lead by 2 scores. Yes, he did.
And credit the coaching staff. They calmed the kids down. They kept the ball on the ground. Just went to their guy. Just forced their way down the field.
Flock going to come on to kick this point after attempt, and he'll boot it up and through. And that gives the Broncos a 32-20 lead here with 5:36 to go in this 4th quarter. And Draven Pipkin, 3 scores of the night for the Broncos. We're back in 30 seconds.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Gran anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
For the Piper Pirates, number 13.
Another just
Henry McDaniel.
dig deep performance here by the Spring Hill Bronco team, trying to keep this dream season alive and doing what they need to do on the gridiron to make it happen. Big plays when you need it, strong physical plays when you need those. A few hiccups in special teams perhaps tonight might be one of the dark spots, but other than that, and a couple of turnovers. But, man, doing what you need to do to get the win, and so far they've held it together here. The defense has stepped up big here in the second half as well, other than one big play. Line drive kick, though, near side. They've had a couple of big returns. This is Walker, and he'll be hit. My goodness. That's how you tackle somebody.
Straight up stick.
That is how you do it. Hagen Whitcraft, 5'7", 152-pound sophomore, and he flat put his head in his chest, lifted, wrapped, rolled those hips, and dropped. That's how you tackle.
All 152 pounds went into that one.
Yep. And it will be a 1st and 10 for the Pirates. Strobe light over here because my plug-in thing's not wanting to stay. There we go. Get the quarterback. That's always a good defensive plan. Straight back, floor to the middle. He's got his man, Herrick Britton again. Knowlton in coverage. Britton strong. Good pass there. Pick up of about 18 yards on first down to Herrick Britton.
Tackle on play with number 13, Zach Knowlton. 1st and 10 Pirates at Spring Hill 45.
So they will move it inside Bronco territory. You don't want to give up big plays here and now at this point in the ball game. It is certainly not in hand, up by 12. Porter going to let this one fly again. Knowlton's there. Zach will go up, busted apart. That is a good defensive play. He was right there. That ball kind of hung a little bit and gave Knowlton a chance to at least find it in the air. Herrick Britton, who has given all he's got tonight, gets up a little wobbly, and he probably needs a break, but he'll come back to the line of scrimmage. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd down and 10.
That's textbook defensive backs coverage. You had one hand behind, one hand up going up for the block. Textbook.
So 2nd down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Trying a couple of home run balls. So far they've connected on 1 of 2 on this drive. Under 5 minutes to play. Straight drop. Porter, they come in a hurry. Get there. Screen pass. Broncos got to make a play. They do. Carter Meat comes up to make that one.
Well played for all the defensive back and the 2nd and 3rd level for Spring Hill, staying where they need to be and staying in good position so they can make that play before it got big.
Well, I think that thing got at the feet of Blake Porter a little faster than he wanted it to.
Yeah.
I don't know who's coming down the middle. Casey O'Neill maybe in there.
55?
Yep. Coming right at him. 3rd down, big one here. Chance to take an early chance to solidify this win. 3rd down, pressure comes again. They let it fly. It is going to be incomplete. They throw flags all over the place. It's going to be
over the back.
A little close.
Basketball play.
He kind of comes over the back. It's mostly the contact behind him before he made an attempt on the ball. His attempt on the ball, I think, is probably legit. It was just the contact right before that.
You know, you're going to see that called every time. It's close. It was a great defensive play. You know, he good position, kept him in front of him, but it's there a little too early, it looks like.
So the pass interference will give him continued life here in this ball game. Down by 12 are the Pirates. Broncos trying to escape another late charge in a ball game. Spring Hill dug themselves into an early 14-0 deficit in this ball game. Scored 13 unanswered going into the locker room. Trailed 13-14 coming into the second half. Took their first lead on the opening drive of the second half. It's kind of been back and forth at times. This is their largest lead of the ball game. Deep throw, and just out of the reach. James Newton was beat. And these wide receivers are going to start to run out of gas. They've thrown so many of these long passes. Colin Vigil, the intended receiver, it falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down and 10.
And you got to think that Porter definitely wants that one back. He was open. He had multiple steps on the.
4:14 in the ball game. 12-point game. Seven seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry to get this one off. 3, 2, just do. Looking left all the way. Throws. He's got his man. It's Vigil. He is hit, but he's got the first down. It's a 12, 13-yard pickup.
That's a great throw from Porter. Yep. I mean,
that came from the near side hash.
He got stuck as soon as he let go of that ball.
1st and 10 Pirates at Spring Hill.
13-yard pitch and catch. Clock does continue to run. Ball sets at the 15-yard line. They'll get him set. Slant, across the middle. Oh, ball comes loose. That's close. That was real close.
And they're calling it incomplete. It was hard to see. It happened so fast.
Real close. Not really. I don't know if you want to go football move. I'm not entirely sure what the high school rules are. I know if it was, and if this was an NFL game, we'd be in for about a 10-minute break. Go get a new beverage and pick yourself a snack and watch the replay about 40,000 times. I'm a proponent of whatever it looked like, make the call and let's keep playing.
Yep.
Incomplete pass brings up a 2nd down and 10. They are just winging it all over the field. That one I'm going to disagree with a little bit more probably.
See, that's different than the last one. The last one, he was crawling over the guy's back. This one, he made a good defensive back play. I don't think there was really contact. I think the contact came when he was going for the ball. And the defensive backs need to have the ability to make a play.
Pass interference going to be called against Knowlton. Pass interferences, some penalties here or there, and some big plays have been the difference here. If you take half of those out of this game, this is probably a 3-score lead for Spring Hill, no doubt. Instead, they're trying to overcome a little bit of that stuff here in this ball game, but still have a 12-point lead, 3:35 to play, and by all accounts, the offense has been able to do what they've needed to do all game long. So you like your chances here, but still a long way to go in this ball game. Rolling near side, Porter lets it fly. He's got his man. Incomplete. That might have been more of an pass interference, to be honest with you.
Well, and the fans down below are yelling, throw the flag. I'm like, I don't think you should bait them, guys.
Paola does knock off Eudora 43-42. We did not have that game.
Wild
makes
one.
Me sick. Here come the Bronco defense, trying to bend again. 3rd down and short. Porter just going to keep it himself. Hit. Going to be close to a 1st down. We'll see. I don't think he got it. It's going to be 4th down. Going to be just shy, I believe, where they marked this down. It is 4th down. And more than anything, this has taken a lot of time off the clock.
Absolutely. Piper doesn't seem to be in a huge hurry.
He'll have the 1st down and the touchdown. Will Blake Porter, his 3rd touchdown of the game.
Number 12, Blake Porter.
Aided by 2 pass interference calls on that drive. One probably fair, the other one questionable, to be nice.
But he runs it in. Does Porter. They'll line up the old swinging gate.
Setting up for the extra point, number 99.
Well, game back on.
You're a lineman. That just seems like a lot of unnecessary jogging for the offensive line.
It is. Jogging. Kick is up and good. 32-25. That 5-point lead remains. Pressure's back on for the Bronco offense. We'll see if they answer when we return on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontic. 32-27, 3:02 to play in this ball game. BJ Harris along with you, alongside me, Matt Jones, Caden Carbajo, Spring Hill High School, as the Broncos trying to stay unbeaten, but Piper giving them every bit of what they've got. They've been kicking these squib kicks as well, so you got to watch one of those hitting your chest and bouncing back at them.
Get your hands up, guys.
Late in this game. It is cold out there. Busick on to kick it. Jump on top of that bad boy. They cover him up. That's good. A little help from your brothers.
Yep.
Fall on top of that one. Carter Meek falls on it. And the Broncos will start this drive at their own 37-yard line. A chance to put this one on ice here.
You know, this will be an interesting series because obviously Piper knows that Spring Hill wants to give Pipkin the ball. You know that they're going to come out and run. They want to bleed the clock. You know, how creative is Spring Hill going to be on this series?
Yeah, you got to just keep moving the chains. That's the name of the game. The good point is they don't have to score necessarily, but you want to keep moving the chains to keep this clock running. Piper has all 3 timeouts left. So do the Broncos.
I would assume Piper's going to start calling timeouts.
Turn, handoff. Not much there on first down on the run by Pipkin. And there is your timeout. Ends up being just about a 1.5 yard gain. They call timeout. Do the Pirates. Getting back in action next week is our pregame coverage at Eudora. We'll start at 6:40, kickoff at 7 o'clock. I have to remind myself, I've never been the voice of a team that's a 5A school, so I've never really had to pay much attention. I need to go look forward and see exactly how that playoff system works. I know they'll seed those teams, but I think they wait till after that game to seed them, so we won't know really who we're playing until after.
Correct.
But there is a way to kind of look ahead and kind of get an idea of who you might think you'll be. The Broncos should be, if they can stay unbeaten here in this game and win next week, they would be the 1 seed, which means they would host. I think 5A host if you're the top seed too.
Correct. They would host.
So they would host
16.
until they're done.
Yep.
And then have a chance to keep it rolling here at home. Regardless, they will definitely get a home game in the playoff, maybe a couple, how things work out. But want to keep that unbeaten record. Here's Knowlton. Student body this way. Knowlton, he's got the first down, drug down, inbounds. Keep that clock running. Oh, no. Coach
doesn't like
is
it.
on it, and they finally do wind the clock. The official corrected himself, but the damage is done.
Yeah.
It's a nice run by Zach Knowlton. As Knowlton picks up 17, 18 yards on that one. Not sure what's going on out there. Do you know what's going on out there?
I think they're just cheering on their local team.
Seems like shenanigans are happening somewhere.
Yeah, that's okay.
Piper just holds on to their timeouts here. They've still got 2 remaining. But they run that play clock all the way down inside 4 seconds. Handoff Pipkin right into the chest. Pipkin giving up 100 pounds and still able to drive forward for a gain of 4. There is a timeout by Piper.
You know, it's interesting that they didn't do it on the last play. But
gain of 4, another timeout. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. We'll come back 30 seconds. Broncos trying to keep this drive moving and try to get out of here with the victory. We'll see if they can do it when we return on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Pankey Plumbing in Spring Hill is a proud supporter of Bronco Athletics. Keeping your plumbing system in good shape can do wonders for your property's value and lifespan. Get exceptional plumbing services when you hire the plumbing specialist at Pankey Plumbing. At Pankey Plumbing, they take pride in their work and guarantee the best plumbing services in the shortest time possible at the most reasonable price. To learn more, give them a call at 913-568-8201 or visit PankeyPlumbing.com. Go Broncos!
32-27, 2:05 to play in the ball game. Broncos running some time off the clock, trying to get out of here with this victory. Turn, handoff. This time Knowlton busted, trying to keep it going. He does fall forward, rolls on top of the defender. Again, that had no business making any positive yardage. Instead, it does. They call another timeout.
Yeah, again, what a great job. He breaks one tackle. He should have been tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and he ends up gaining yards. Just a great effort.
Again, this ball game started with the Broncos giving up 14 unanswered to begin the game, and then they score 13 unanswered to close out the first half. Trying to use the World Wide Web to answer the questions I have about how these things go. That's not going to work. Oh, it might work, actually. So, yeah, you're right. It'd be 1 against 16. You start to wonder what those – St. Thomas Aquinas is probably going to be in one of those 8, 9, 12.
And they're 3 and 4, so
yeah.
you know, if Spring Hill's going to be the number 1 seed, you don't want to play them early. So you kind of want them to fall down to the 10 so that they'd be on Mill Valley's side.
Meek falls across the first down. Good, hard run that time.
Just lowered his head and said, I'm getting this first down. You're not going to stop me.
Carter Mead, big run. He is a clutch player. I mean, he's a guy who, when they need him, steps up defensively. He's got 3 interceptions on the season.
Yep.
And then offensively, they needed 6 yards, and they pick up 10 across the 40 up to the 37-yard line.
You know, the great thing about this Bronco team is they've got 3 or 4 of those guys.
Inside 90 seconds to play now here in this ballgame. They do. And there's the knee. They needed that first down to put this one on ice. No more timeouts for Piper.
Second down for the Broncos.
And Spring Hill has had to earn it in 3 straight weeks, and they have done just that. Earned victories over DeSoto. Tonganoxie, who has been a power in 4A over the last 3 to 5 years and really have come along to build a nice program there. Get a win in overtime last week, and they have the screws tightened multiple occasions here tonight and rise to the occasion to get a win and remain unbeaten and move to 7-0. And I don't care what you say in the long history of your life, your high school football season is a minor thing, really. But when you have a good year and you go 7-0, 8-0, and you do things in a program, in a school that have not had traditional success, it is a moment in time that you will never forget.
Oh, absolutely.
And right now, the guys in purple and gold should feel darn proud of themselves for coming through tonight and facing a ton of adversity and still getting a win here, as they will move to 30 or win at 32-27. I wish they moved to 32 and 27. No, they will move to 7-0 with a 32-27 win here over the Piper Pirates in what is a dogfight here in the Frontier League, and the Broncos will win the Frontier League title for the first time since 1990, and they will likely take an opportunity to go as the number 1 seed into the playoffs. Got to get a win next week at Eudora. They are always tough to play, especially at their place. They'll be coming off a close loss to Paola that they had tonight, 43-42. But the Spring Hill Broncos are the lone undefeated team in Class 5A still, and they will take a 7-0 record into the final week of the regular season as we head to Eudora. We'll come back and recap this ball game and close things out here tonight as we kick off the Shoemaker Collision Repair post-game show. Shoemaker Collision Repair and Paint Center, Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center. They work with all insurance companies and get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. Broncos are still undefeated. We'll talk about it next on the postgame show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Pinky Plumbing in Spring Hill is a proud supporter of Bronco Athletics. Keeping your plumbing system in good shape can do wonders for your property's value and lifespan. Get exceptional plumbing services when you hire the plumbing specialist at Pankey Plumbing. At Pankey Plumbing, they take pride in their work and guarantee the best plumbing services in the shortest time possible at the most reasonable price. To learn more, give them a call at 913-568-8201 or visit pankeyplumbing.com. Go Broncos!
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle haul-in and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
(32-27), a very proud Bronco team there at midfield. They had some locker room material from this a Piper win last year that they kind of used to motivate themselves. Obviously, they don't need a ton of motivation, but a Frontier League title was probably enough for them. Staying unbeaten was enough for them, and they showed some of that motivation, some grit and determination tonight here in this win over the Piper Pirates. B.J. Harris, Matt Jones, Caden Carbajo back here on the Shoemaker Collision post-game show. Run through this one real quick, how we got to where we are, give you a little analysis as well, and wrap things up here tonight. Thank you for everybody who joined us. A good audience here tonight. Hope you had a good time. It was a fun game to watch for sure as the Broncos moved to 7-0. Piper would start this game and have a really nice drive. A fast-moving first quarter would turn into a little bit of a more sluggish pace to the game as things went on, but a big, long drive that went 13 plays, ended up stalling out on a punt. Broncos go 3-and-out on their first drive, and then Piper would strike first in this game as they would start with a short field at the Bronco 35-yard line. 8 plays later, they punch it in on a 2-yard touchdown run by quarterback Blake Porter. It would be one of 3 touchdowns tonight for the quarterback. Point after attempt was good with 1:01 to play in the first quarter. It was 7-0. Second drive of the game for the Broncos, about 5 plays in, would end with an interception, the first of 2 on the game for quarterback Fletcher Pankey. A couple of dark spots on what was otherwise a stellar performance by Pankey. So they turn it over, Piper gets it back, and they go right down the field once again and score, this time in 10 plays. Another Blake Porter touchdown run. 14-0's your score after the point after was good. Spring Hill, though, gets it back, and this is where they needed to answer, and this is where the tide kind of turned on the game. They started their own 32-yard line with 7:10 to play in the first half. 8-play drive, helped out on a pass interference call that kept it alive. Then they had an offsides penalty that backed them up, and then go to work right away. A 2-yard touchdown run by Draven Pipkin. He also had runs of 15 yards. I did not figure out Pipkin's yardage, but I bet he's over 100 yards. He also had 3 touchdowns on the game. This was his first. 5:19 to play in the first half. Broncos down 14-7. Piper would have to punt. Broncos get it back. 3:02 to play in the half. They go 7 plays. This time it's a 25-yard pitch and catch, so a receiving touchdown for Pipkin. From 25 yards out, right down the seam, a great play call. If we had a play call sponsor, that would probably be our call of the game. 1:23 to play in the first half. Broncos lead 13-14 after a missed point after. Piper not able to do much before halftime. We go to half. Broncos down by 1. Spring Hill starts off with the ball to start the second half, their own 33-yard line. They go 9 plays and take over 3 minutes off the clock. Cap it off on a 1-yard touchdown run by Fletcher Pankey. The 2-point conversion was no good. And with 8:31 to play in the third quarter, Broncos have their first lead of the night, 19-14. Piper would start at their own 20, and they would have a huge play, a 70-yard pass to Lahiro with to start that second half, first drive of the second half for them. That 70 yards put them in scoring position, and 3 plays later, they do punch it in and have the lead back momentarily, 20-19. But the Broncos, that offense started to really steam a little bit as they started their own 42-yard line with 6:38 to go in the third. They go 7 plays, cap it off on a 15-yard touchdown run by Zach Knowlton. The 2-point conversion was no good. And at that point, the Broncos led 25-20. So that 5-point margin ends up being maintained the rest of the game. Back-to-back punts by both teams, and then the Piper Pirates take it at their own 17-yard line. First play intercepted by Zach Knowlton. Right? I didn't write down who intercepted it. It was Zach Knowlton.
Yes,
and it was a
yes,
beauty
yes.
of an interception.
Diving.
Spring Hill gets it, though, off that interception. They start to drive a little bit, and they give it right back. An interception by Pankey, his second of the ball game, 9:45 to play in the game. 25-20 was your score, but the defense holds, and you'll talk about that in a moment, Matt, because I think the defense, while we talked about the offense really getting going a little bit, the defense, when called upon, answered tonight. They force a punt, and that was a critical time for them to take a 2-score lead, and the Broncos do just that as they take the ball at 8:34 to go in the game at their own 43-yard line. They take over 3 minutes again off the clock, go 9 plays, cap it off on an 8-yard touchdown run by Draven Pipkin. His third score of the game, is second on the ground, and the Broncos at that point led by 12. Piper would start at their own 33-yard line, and they would put together a beautiful drive, helped out tremendously by a couple of pass interference plays, but nonetheless, they're able to punch it in on a 5-yard touchdown run by Porter, his third of the night, with 3:02 to play in the game. Everybody getting a little tense, 32-27, but the offense needed to pick up a couple of first downs. They're able to do just that, move the chains one last time on a run, and take a knee to get the victory and stay at 7-0. We'll get your comments. We'll wrap things up here tonight on the Shoemaker Collision postgame show. Broncos are 7-0. They win it 32-27 over Piper. We'll wrap things up next when we return on Spring Hill Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services agents have built relationships with you, one conversation at a time. And we're as committed as ever to providing you with that level of service. As part of your community, we're here for you, answering insurance questions and helping make sure your financial goals are on track.
Contact Farm Bureau Financial Agent Michael Grand anytime or learn more at michaelgrand.com.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
And there was much rejoicing. See the crowd down there, fired up, excited about this Bronco team right now as they move to 7-0 on the season. We're in the midst of the Shoemaker Collision Repair post-game show. BJ Harris, Matt Jones, Caden Carbajo, and Matt, just another gritty win and these close ball games and these hard-fought wins and playing really good teams here late in the season after getting ahead of steam. Boy, sky's the limit right now for this Bronco team.
Oh, totally it is for them. And that's the thing that was missing from the beginning of the season. They were just destroying teams that they were just heads and tail better than. And these last few weeks, they've had to deal with some adversity, which every playoff team is going to have to deal with adversity, and the ones that have been able to make the changes they need to do, keep fighting, those are the ones that are going to be successful. You know, we talk about the offense all the time, but that second half, the defense, you know, they gave up a couple plays, but for the most part, they kept the receivers in front of them, and they avoided getting beat again and again and again. You know, they made the mistake, said, okay, they corrected it, and they were able to keep them out of the end zone at the end there, and just a great job by the defense.
The things they do offensively and defensively are a testament to having experienced players, a good senior group of kids. They've got really talented underclassmen as well, which I think always goes undercounted sometimes. But when you've got guys like TFL and Mark Debiak on that defensive line and some of those Casey O'Neill, some of those guys that really are big factors up front defensively, it really allows you to let those seniors make the plays and make the calls and put you in a position to win. We saw that on the offensive end of the floor, an opportunity for them to do that the hurry up offense when they need a little bit of tempo. Teams who have inexperienced quarterbacks, teams who have inexperienced players on the edge that don't know necessarily where they're supposed to be or where they work into that offense, you can't do those things. The Broncos have that experience. They've had some talent across the line. I think the O-line, D-line have done exactly what they need to do all season long. That's probably the only question mark maybe coming into the season. You knew you had talent along the edge, but how well is that a little bit undersized offensive and defensive line going to do? They've been phenomenal. They've given him the time when he needs it in the back pocket. The D-line gets after you a little bit as well. It's a really good team that a lot of teams are probably going to still overlook going into the playoffs, and the Broncos need to get there, have that number one seed if they can get a win next week against Eudora, and then see what happens in the playoffs, baby. But it is a lot of fun, a lot of excitement around Bronco Nation. Appreciate your comments here tonight. It's been a good broadcast all around and a good game for the Broncos as they do win it here 32-27. We're back at it next week as we head to Eudora to take on the Cardinals. Our pregame coverage will start at 6:40. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock here on Spring Hill Sports Live. For Caden Carbajo and Matt Jones, I'm BJ Harris saying so long from Spring Hill High School. The Broncos are the class of 5A right now as they are 7-0 on the season.
You've been watching Spring Hill High School Sports on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by Cedar Lake Village, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, Elliott Group, Hers Incorporated, J&T Auto Service, Libby Clark at Allstate Insurance, Perfect Detail Salon, Price Chopper, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Michael Grant Agency, Scott Electric, Prime Accounting Solutions, Spring Hill Chamber of Commerce, Seats Incorporated, Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Spring Hill Recreation Commission, Tony Sidoti Agency, Farmers Insurance, Spring Hill Fitness, and Whitesell Optometry Vision Source. Thanks for watching, and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live.